Hello, hello, welcome to Ghostlight RPGs. My name is Justin. I am your host for tonight. He, him are my pronouns. If you've never joined us for a Ghostlight RPGs show, welcome. We are a, what do we say now? Collective? No, we are a community of, we stepped up.
It's less cultish if you say community. Collective sounds a little...
Yeah, collective, yeah. Sounds like it should be on a sweatshirt.
Right. A sweatshirt. We are a community of theater artists and beyond who are keeping the lamp lit even while theaters go dark. We are playing role-playing games, doing all kinds of fun stuff, telling stories with each other and trying to share them with you all. We have captions tonight. That's super exciting. So hopefully that all goes well. Real quick tip, anytime you see digital snooze button in the caption box, that's Andy. Andy, go ahead and talk real quick and just...
hello, this is me talking. I am digital snooze button.
There we go. Yeah, it's good.
Is that your full name and you just go by Andy?
That's right.
Andy
yes, I'm
short for digital snooze button.
digital snooze button.
Andy. Diminutive of.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
Digital. No, I got nothing.
But you tried.
Yeah,
that was
trying
nice.
is what matters.
Which
Hey,
is,
chat, what's
I
up?
might as well just plug it while I'm here. But it's my
not?
improv duo that I just happen to have a Google account under that name, so that's why it's popping up in the captions.
Makes sense.
If you want to see some improv, it's over on that YouTube channel, Digital Snooze Button.
That's right. If you like what you see from Andy tonight, go check it out. And if not,
There's
it out
two other
anyways.
people usually on the thing too, so you can watch them instead.
hey, Dr.
Roll the
Shazam.
dice.
What's up, Kate? What's up, Some Key? Thanks for joining us, everybody. We're really happy that you're here. This is gonna be a crazy evening of all kinds of stuff. I gotta stick to my script here, otherwise I'm gonna go crazy myself. Why don't we go around and say our names? So again, I am Justin, he, him, and why don't we also say our favorite crime or heist movie?
Favorite
Our favorite crime.
Favorite crime we've ever committed.
Mhm.
Insider trading.
You know what? I take it back. We're going with favorite crime now. That's even better. My favorite crime is theft because it seems really sexy as a crime
Yeah.
until it happens to you, and then it's probably not sexy. Jax, why don't you go?
Yeah, hi, my name is Jessica Jackson. Most people call me Jax. She, her, and my favorite crime is crime of passion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's even sexier than thievery. Damn it. Oh man, who you throwing the ball to, Jax?
Oh, I'm gonna throw the ball to Steven.
Hey, everybody. My name is Steven. He, him. My favorite crime that I've ever committed. No. I think I'm gonna go ahead and say, because I don't believe it should be a crime, prostitution.
There we go.
Prostitution would be my favorite crime right
Get
there.
it. It's work.
Bring it
And
in. Bring
I
it
would
real.
like to, I would like to pass this sex worker energy over to Ryan.
Got it.
Nice.
My name is Ryan. My pronouns are he, him. And my favorite crime is wearing white after Labor Day. 'Cause who gives a shit, right? That's not... You can't tell me what to wear and what not to wear.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass this to Andy.
Thank you. Oh.
Digital snooze buttons here too, if you want to pass it to them.
Yes,
Right, digital
thank you.
snooze, sorry.
My name is Digital Andy Snooze Button, and my pronouns are he, him. Let's see, favorite crime. I'm going to say that my favorite crime is internet crimes. Crimes that take place on the internet, because we got to get with the times.
Wow.
You know, we gotta pirate things, download them, all that good stuff.
What the kids are doing these days.
Yeah,
That's-
Hack into the
crime for a
mainframe.
modern era.
Yeah.
That's super relevant too,
Great.
because we're gonna be playing criminals on the internet.
Oh, boy.
So welcome to One Last Job. This is a system written by Grant Howitt, who you may know from some other fun systems. Thanks, Grant. If you're watching, we love you. He's not watching, but he could one day in the future. I don't know. So yeah, thanks. Ghostlight does not endorse any actual crime. It's important to note. So anyway, a little bit about what One Last Job is about. It is heavily improvised. There is a system that goes along with it, and I know you're saying, Justin, all role-playing is heavily improvised. That's true. However, with this one, none of these players have built any kind of character. They have no idea anything about character, anything regarding anything along those lines. So basically, they are going to have to make it up as they go, and the big way that they do that is through the use of anecdotes. Everyone loves a good anecdote, right? And basically they do so, they gift each other little traits. You'll see it happening all the time. A lot of times it happens after they fail rolls. Sometimes it happens before or in different places. But essentially, that is how they build characters. I personally don't actually even know how this is gonna go story-wise. I have a handy-dandy list of different story options pulled up here, and I'm gonna roll a die, and I'm gonna get given like a Mad Lib here, just basically some story stuff. So that's how that end of things is gonna go. We don't know what story we're gonna tell tonight. The only thing that we do know is there is a job that needs doing, most likely dangerous, most likely illegal, and 4 people have come together one last time to do this job. That's it. How exciting for everyone involved. Can we just
Very exciting.
Can we just say that?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
For anybody curious, the game uses a system of D10s. So we're just basically roll different D10s and take the highest result, and you just have to beat the danger pool, which is rolled by me as the game master, and that's it. Let's see. I do want to give a quick content warning. I don't know what kind of content we're going to be telling, but I guarantee it's going to be adult. So just keep that in mind. Language, probably violence, maybe sexual things, but safely. We do utilize
But no sexual violence.
hard lines and veils. Yes, of course. There will be nothing that goes against the terms of Ghostlight RPGs. We appreciate your trust. But there will be drugs too. So yes.
And that's a guarantee.
Oh.
There will be drugs.
It's a directive. We need to incorporate that.
Just like I just meant player wise, but also
Screw the Mad
in-world
Libs. Now we know what the crime is.
There will
I
be
know Day
alcohol.
Lewis stars, and there will be drugs.
Okay.
Boom! I'm on fire. Let's go. Let's do it.
The final go while he's hot.
Yeah, can't get better than that.
The final bit that I need to say is just that we will be taking a break around the 1 hour mark, around about an hour from now. And that's it. It'll be a 5-minute break, so hold your pee until then. Hold your pee.
Hold your water.
Hold your water. Fantastic. I think that's it, guys. Is there anything else I forgot? Nope. Let's jump in.
We love you, Justin.
Yeah.
And I love you, no matter what happens.
Wow, thanks.
We'll
And
see
with
you on the other
that-
side, by which I mean heaven, because we'll all be dead.
Right.
Yeah. What
So
if we all
I-
die in the first 10
There's
minutes?
a chance.
Oof.
That isn't that always a chance?
Always.
Let
Yeah.
me. I'm gonna roll here and find out what our prompt is. Oh, I got a 2. Oh no.
Love it. Don't say it like that.
Okay, this is good. No, this is good. I like this.
Sure.
And
From an
then
oh no to this
I
is
have
good.
to.
Okay.
No, this is good. Oh, I got a 1 that time. Okay. All right, we can do this. Okay, here we go. Our story begins. With music. Our story begins in a dark room. There are very little lights around, which is why it's dark. And we see 4 just little lights. There are 4 figures with hoods on. They are sitting in chairs, and we hear a voice come over a speaker. It's a walkie-talkie.
Okay.
Hello, my friends. I'm sure you're wondering why I've brought you all here. Well, I'll tell you why. It's for one last job. And that job is to... Hang on, I gotta find it again. Hang on, I'm checking my notes.
Gotta find what again, boss?
We need to rob old Henry Tuckett of his casino wealth. And ruin the evening of high-rolling nemesis. But it's not so simple, folks. In order to do that, we're going to have to get disguises so that we can get past the security hyenas. That's the basic gist of this. So,
Is it like a Mad Lib?
that's it. Yeah, it's
You did?
basically a Mad Lib. I threw a bunch of stupid stuff together.
I
and
love
that's what we have. So
All right, so that's gonna be the penultimate.
the final
We have to-
stage of this job, everyone, is to get to the casino. But in order to do so, we have to get past the security hyenas. And Henry Tuckett is the name of our arch enemy. So this voice that you hear says, "Oh Tuckett," I said Nantucket. Oh, it's Nantucket now. Oh, Nantucket. He's
it's Nantucket.
always
His
he's
nickname,
always
Henry
trading
Nan.
those random animals for his different reasons, for his different crimes. What was it last week? The skydiving giraffes who smuggled all that heroin over from Canada. Anyway, if there's one person
That checks.
I know who can handle animals like hyenas, it is Deborah Johnson, the veterinarian. Deborah, I brought you here for a very specific reason.
I should hope so. Specific reasons are the only kind to bring someone anywhere.
That's right. I've taught you well, my old protege. Deborah,
Doing great, boss.
You can call me your protege again.
yeah.
Those days were
Deborah,
like...
take off that hood. You look ridiculous.
Oh, look at that. My hands aren't bound.
They never were.
We're
It
all
was
just
a
sitting here with
ruse.
bags on our heads.
This is just an honor system kidnapping. I
It
understand.
was just a ruse.
Fine.
I'd never tie those delicate little wrists that you have. Oh, they're so little. Old from your hand modeling career that you left behind.
To become a veterinarian.
That's right. Wait a second. Did you do something to your hair? It's stiff. It's a mohawk.
Yes. Yes, I did. I was treating a cockatoo, and I felt that it could only really trust me if my hair looked like it, so I got this mohawk.
That's exactly
find
why
that
I've brought you here. Those insights, those little tidbits of knowledge you have to get inside an animal's mind. I knew I needed you on this job. Deborah, with your small wrists and your mohawk. And are you still addicted to the cocaine?
Wow, I thought you were gonna go with a veterinary drug, but no. Yes, I am addicted to the cocaine.
I
still.
forgot if it was right. Yes,
The-
that's right.
But not any cocaine. I'm addicted to the cocaine.
The cocaine.
And
Well,
because
we
of
can
my
work around that.
cocaine habit. Yes, because of my terrible cocaine habit. I really need this money. And I'm so glad you've included me on this job.
Does that mean you're in?
Oh, I'm in like Flynn.
Perfect.
And you know, speaking of Flynn, I think in order to get into the inner workings of a casino, there's nobody better than the dirty blackjack dealer, Flicky Flynn. Oh, Flicky Flynn, his hands are so fast and his mind can count cards. Where is Flicky Flynn? Is he under one of these hoods?
You're damn
Oh,
right.
wait. Oh, sorry. So,
No, that's good. Flicky, it's you.
that's right. I've been here the whole time.
Oh, Flicky, I recognize that voice anywhere.
That's right. It's me, Flicky. I'm here to count some cards and take some names.
Are you still on the blacklist of blackjack dealers who have been kicked out of every casino possible?
Yeah, that's right. They're not going to let me nowhere near that casino, but I got
But
my
are you-
ways.
But I bet you're still really good at fake mustaches.
Oh, yeah. Here, take a look at this one. Oh, how about this one? Huh.
Who
That's
are
right.
you? Oh, I couldn't even tell.
It's me, Flicky.
Oh, Flicky, it's so good to see you again. How's the wife?
Oh, she's still buried.
I just
Under the
wanted to
ground.
check. Just
Yep,
wanted to check.
she's-
She was
She's
still
still
dead.
down
That's
there.
what
still
I
dead.
ask everyone with a dead spouse.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know that you're still the same, Flicky Flynn.
That's right. Oh, but you know what? Let's see. What was my job again? What was I? What
Flicky,
do I?
We've brought
Yeah.
you here so that you can get us through the casino tables. You know, Flicky, in order to get us to the security hyenas in the back where the vault is, we're gonna have to make our way through the floor. We're gonna have to look convincing, Flicky. And
Oh,
that
I got that.
is your job. You have to get us through the casino floor.
Yeah, of course. I certainly can do that. The only problem is though, I hate to bring it up, but before we get in, we're gonna need some fake IDs. We're gonna need like casino passes and
Didn't
Lanyards.
even think of that, Flicky.
some fake casino chips and all of that sort of stuff. And of course, there's only one person who could help us with anything like that, and that is Mr. X. We don't even know his real name. We just always called him Mr. X. I don't even know what he's up to these days, though. Honestly.
Surprise.
Yeah, you have no idea what I'm up to.
Wait, what
Oh
is
my
that?
goodness.
Take off your hood, you.
I unveil my hood with a swirl, and underneath it is another hood. And
I-
Mr. X at your service.
You are Mr.
up?
X? I didn't
Yeah.
even know I was grabbing you.
Yeah, well, you did. Good job.
I thought you were someone else. That's my bad. Well, I guess it works out in the end.
Oh, it's good to see you there, Mr. X. Well, not really see you. Of course, I can't see your actual face underneath that potato sack that you wear on your head.
Yeah, it's very itchy.
He's always hooded.
But of course-
yeah, lots of
of course-
abrasions.
Of course, I could tell it was you, though, because of the Birkenstocks. You always got those Birkenstocks on.
Well, I want to feel comfortable and cool at the same time. That's why I have to wear Birkenstocks.
Yeah,
It's a
that's right.
sandal and a shoe all in one.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. And of course, it wouldn't be you, Mr. X, without your trademark dragon belt buckle.
Yeah, it also acts as a lighter. It's made by Zippo. Discontinued
That's
in
amazing.
1984. Very proud of it. I'm excited to go on the job. I think I can get all the stuff that we need.
Mr.
But
X,
I'm-
you're telling me you can get us grade A passes and fake IDs, even though we
And
don't know
fake
your
chips.
ID.
We need actual fake casino chips.
Yeah, well, maybe throughout
chips.
the journey you'll figure out my actual identity, and that'll be
Oh.
kind of part of it. I'll get
Oh,
the
wow.
A+ IDs, and then you also know the ID of me, Mr. X.
Sounds promising.
So promising.
Now, I think we need one more person, because I know that I can't ruin the evening of high rolling nemesis. Is that that's the last thing we need to do?
It sounded like one of the last things that we needed to do.
Yeah, that's right. So in addition to stealing from the vault and whatnot, there's also simultaneously a big gala convention happening on the casino floor that night.
Is it a gala or a convention? Which one?
It's both. You know old Henry Nantucket. He loves his smash up events.
Well,
Yes.
they
where
they
you
gotta
went-
talk about different ways to hold galas and different tips and pointers to have the best galas.
I hear that it's black tie, but you have to have a lanyard.
Yes.
So we need someone who's going to be able to cause a distraction and kind of kill the whole vibe so that we can kind of ruin.
Yeah,
Right?
well, we need somebody, I guess, going backwards from. If we're ending at
that's the
vault,
last thing.
we have to go through the floor. But first, we have to get passes to get into the gala convention. So before we get our passes, we need access, right, to get to your contact, Hoobastank. Your contact Hoobastank is the one who gives us our passes, right? So but we need access to Hoobastank, and wouldn't you know it? Damn it, Mr. X, Hoobastank got arrested yesterday.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
The reason wasn't you, was it? Was the reason you?
I will not say a word. But it was me. It was a night of partying. It was a lot of rambunctious. But forget that for now. Mr. X, how are we gonna get Hoobastank out of prison?
But we're obviously going to need somebody very talented in the ways of deception, lockpicking, and the security skills. So in order to break Hoobastank out of prison, we're going to need Finkeltooth. The old crime boss who knows all of the sewers that lead to every prison in this area.
Not Finkeltooth. I've heard crazy things about him.
Well, you may have heard crazy things, but he hasn't done anything insane, to my knowledge. He's very level-headed, but he also likes to yell every once in a while. So it's either like very, very level-headed or extremely, extremely loud.
He's an all-or-nothing
aggressive.
sort of guy.
Yeah, he also has fingerless gloves for his right hand and mittens on his left. He has 2 mittens on his left hand. It's like when they're connected, you know, at a store with that little clip you never use after you get them from the store. They're connected with just the 1 mitten hanging down on the left side, and the right hand is fingerless gloves. And yeah, go ahead. Yeah, what?
Everybody looks to the left and see one more figure with a hood on them, and they sure enough have a fingerless glove on their right hand and 2 mittens on their left.
And they use their fingerless gloved right hand to sweep off that hood in a dramatic flare and say, "That's right! Finkeltooth is here. And he's gonna get ya far!"
Oh, that hurt.
That's right. See, what you didn't know, Mr. X, is that I already planned for the unplannable. I brought Finkeltooth here before any of the rest of you. He's been sitting here in that room for the last 24 hours.
Very level-headedly just sitting here.
Good.
Amazing.
But you know, it feels awfully lonely in this room listening to this disembodied voice. I don't think that we can even get headed out this door until we see our mastermind leader.
Yes.
Yes, you said you were my mentor, but I've had like 6 or 7 of those, so it's very confusing as to which one you are.
I suppose that makes sense. And then a door slides open.
Star Trek
Smoke.
sci-fi? Love it.
And in walks the boss. Steven, what do we see?
Good lord, it's Vinny Vanetti.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Of the Mini Vanetti crime family?
Of the Mini Vanetti crime family, that is right. Vincenzo, it's been a long time.
Vinny Vanetti.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
It's
you
me.
heard me. Don't make me say it twice.
It's me. I'm here. And I was using one of them voice changes. But I'm here now.
I don't know. I think the voice changes sound pretty good on you, boss.
Oh, shit. Should I go back to that? Hang on.
No, I kind of like the voice you have now, actually.
Should I talk like this again? Is this
No, I think keeping your options open is a nice idea.
Yeah, just do you. We're all here for it. Just
All right.
do you.
All right, sounds
You
good.
want to try a couple other voices before we move on?
Yeah, that's fine.
or-
Ooh,
Yeah, you don't have to
that
settle
could
on
be
anything
fun.
right now.
Yeah, let's hear that.
Steven,
We can tell you which one we like best.
tell
Yeah,
me
we could do a rating system if you'd like.
tell me 3 things about Vinny Vanetti.
Well, fortunately, we know that Vinny Mini Vanetti is very into technology. That explains why he would have this voice manipulator. So that's always helpful when we've got the state-of-the-art, latest technology, But the last time I saw Vinny, he was limping around on that left leg. He was nearly dragging it behind him. Vinny, how's that hip treating you these days?
It's not bad. I got one I designed actually myself. The latest cutting edge hip rotators.
Oh,
and,
that sounds
They
very
rotate them
nice.
for you?
It rotates your hip for you so you don't have to.
Oh, holy
my-
cannoli.
Yeah.
Not only do you have that lovely limp, now you can even do a stanky leg.
That's right. I've actually
What a
made
time
millions on it. To be
Is
honest with
does
you,
it run off of electronics or is it gas powered or what's going on there?
it's actually steam powered.
Oh, is that what that
that's-
steam is?
Yeah,
Vinny.
retro.
People
Vinny,
wouldn't
in your-
think so, but it still works. That shit's good.
In your
Doesn't
spare
seem
time,
practical.
are you still leading those big bands at all the social club gatherings?
That's right. The Mini Vanetti 5 are still hot and happening.
Man, I
actually,
love that
take that back.
minivan combo.
Our trombonist just left, so if any of you plays trombones, let me
Is
know.
that technically a big band if there's only 5 people?
It seems like a small
It is.
to
It
It's
seems
the
Hey, hey, hey,
smallest
hey.
big
it's a
band
little bit
operation
over
in
a
town.
quartet. It's not
All
even
right,
much
cool
over
it,
a
cool it,
quartet.
I mean, they may
Cool
be
it.
small, but they
Everyone
make
stop.
a big sound.
Yeah.
jeez. Listen,
That's why I love you, Finkel.
Finkletooth, I need you to stop that. I need everyone to listen up. I didn't
All
bring
right.
you here to talk about my new steam-powered leg or my big band's missing trombones. I brought you here for a job. Now, I don't need to remind you the last time we had a run-in with Henry Nantucket. The man he's ruined all of us. Hell, you remember what he did, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
he
was
went-
just
he-
We're all on
terrible.
the same page.
Yeah.
He broke down Finkel's door, just kicked it straight down to the ground, and
right.
then
That's
threw
right.
That was your
threw a
favorite
bunch of
door,
paint
wasn't
on
it,
him.
Finkel?
It was my favorite
Oh,
door.
jeez.
Man, do I miss it.
Yeah.
Gotta have
And
to
we
find a
were
way
all
around
in
that.
we were all in Finkel's living room at the time when the door broke down and a shard of the door landed on my wrist, ending my hand modeling career.
I'll never forget this son of a bitch for that.
Yeah. It's pretty rough.
Yeah, that's
night.
right. And he saw my face, of course, and that's what ended up getting me banned from all the casinos around the world.
Yeah, but fortunately, he never did see your face, did he, Mr. X?
Yeah, because I'm just all ripped up from this burlap sack. I'm thinking about just getting it stitched to my neck so that I don't even have to worry about it anymore.
Have you ever thought of changing to something softer like a pillowcase?
I've thought about it, but it's just not the same.
I know, I
It's not
understand.
as breathable, pillowcase. Burlap sack's got holes.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Burlap sap has holes. Wait, Mr. X.
Yeah.
Did Nantucket?
Yeah, our arch nemesis Henry Tuckett.
Yeah, Henry Nantucket. Didn't he take from you a little more than just that burlap sack? If I remember correctly, he took your height, right?
Yeah, he did. He took exactly 7.5 inches
Yeah.
away from my total body
7.5.
height.
Jeez.
I didn't lose any part of my body. I just got a little bit smaller. It's just
That's-
tiny bit
This
smaller.
guy's a
You know how
monster.
big of an
Diabolical.
adjustment it is to go from being 6'2" to 5'6.5".
Man,
think
you
he's
are
the
still really good at math. I don't know how you
Yes.
do that.
My
You
God.
Yeah,
got a
it's-
calculator in that burlap sack.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay,
But I do
okay.
have my brain.
All right.
Mm.
So, is it agreed? Are we all in for one last job?
Mr. X is here.
Finkeltooth has got your back.
Dr. Deborah Johnson reporting for duty.
If it means getting back to Henry Nantucket, Flicky Flynn, his hand is in.
All right. Good.
Yes.
Cut to 3 hours later, around we got a pizza box on one table, a couple bottles of beer strewn around. We have a map of the casino, or sorry, of the prison that Hoobastank is in.
Right.
And we have a map of the prison. So Steven, this is Finkeltooth's part of the operation. You are the leader, and you have to give me 2 obstacles that we need to get around in this prison.
Right, so here's the deal. I think we can figure this out. You know, I am an expert at deception and lockpicking. However, I can't be the only one causing this distraction. If I'm going to be picking those locks, I'm going to be needing someone to maybe flash a leg or shake their hips and get some of those guards just riled up.
Wait,
too
is
bad
the
you
boss
can't-
with us?
Yeah, you can't go with us, right, boss? Or
You guys got that steam powered
I mean, boss, you definitely have the wiggliest hips I've
and
seen.
it wouldn't even cost you any
You're right, you're right,
You
I
wouldn't
do.
even lose any sweat.
But listen up, I won't be there. I have a long game I'm running, and you'll find out later. But it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah,
It's gonna be worth waiting for.
I'm
Well,
excited about it.
I can definitely get us out of this joint, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna need a great distraction from the rest of y'all.
You know, I play a pretty mean kazoo.
Yeah, that would work. That would be good. Maybe some kazoo huluing going on.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do that, yeah.
Yeah, just
Sure.
drag those guards right into your little shenanigans.
Well, wait, Flicky, can you do card tricks? You can, right?
Oh, of
'Cause
course, yeah.
So we
Yeah,
got
maybe you could distract guards.
That would be
with card
excellent.
tricks.
Yeah, if you can't get them with the dance, maybe you can get them with some card tricks.
that'll help us distract the guards. I get that part. But Finkeltooth, what are we talking about here for actual prison breakage?
Now,
Getting out of there.
getting the doors open, that's no concern whatsoever.
Oh.
Getting the alarms shut off.
Ah.
I mean, I was thinking, Vinny, we were going to have your tech expertise, but if it's not going to happen, well, someone's going to have to shut down those alarms.
I think I might be able to help you with that. The alarms, I know, tend to be susceptible to extreme amounts of the cocaine. So,
They can't handle it.
It's true. Once I saw an alarm blow up just from a couple puffs.
Yeah,
I'd
they
be
just-
happy
yeah.
to bring cocaine that I may or may not have on my person at this moment, rub it on the alarms, and they'll just go crazy. They don't know what to do. They'll just start buying stocks and shopping on Amazon. It'll be amazing.
It sounds
Now, I'm
right.
going to tell you, getting up close to those alarms might be a little difficult. You may have to blow some blow, you know?
I think that has several meanings, and I'll decide what meaning to take once I realize what the obstacle is, but I'm open to all of them.
Fantastic.
I like your style!
Oh boy. All right. So we've got our distraction, and we've got our alarms taken care of. I think that about wraps it up. Is that right, Finkeltooth?
Yeah, that's all we're going to need to blow this joint with
All right.
blow.
Well then, go get Hoobastank, and go get him now. And then
God,
Inspiring,
you're
inspiring, boss.
such an inspiring leader.
You
Cut
know,
to-
those classes you took on Unity or whatever, Udemy, that one, yeah.
Yeah,
Your leadership
Udemy.
skills are
Public
off the
speaking
charts.
course.
Yeah. Well, you know, I actually own Udemy now.
Oh, is that the long game? Is it? Is
No,
that the-
it was a past
Oh, it's
long
just a
game.
side-
I have
okay,
a
it's
new
just a
long
side
game.
game.
It's even better than Udemy. You'll find out
Oh my
what it
god,
is
better
later.
than Udemy?
Hey,
With
switch-
5%
switching
off.
over to my serious voice now.
Ooh, it's so
It's time to get out there and save Hoobastank. Go for it, team. Woo!
See you on the other side, boss.
Uh,
Oh.
And let's see. Let's do this one.
Music change?
Yeah, music change.
Dig it.
All right. Cut to that night. You have T-minus 6 hours until the gala is at its peak. Until you have to get to that gala. All right.
Is it a gala or a convention?
It's a
It's
gala.
a gala convention.
It's a gala.
I've got
it's a
a
gala
black
convention.
tie lanyard required.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it.
So, but before you do, you roll up to printer paper prison, and it's a cold place. You see it up ahead of you. You are just outside. You roll up in your van, and it's time to go in. What's the plan? What do you guys do?
Well,
think-
I
Go
guess I should get us into that prison so that we can then break out of that prison.
There is a gate, an outer gate, and like a little guard tower. And you see one guard at the top of the tower, and then 2 guards standing at the gate.
Hey. Yes.
I was just gonna say I could like do a card trick or something to distract these 2 guards at the gate.
Flicky, let's give it a try. And if that doesn't work, we're gonna have to engage them in a dance party.
Ah, yeah, that's fair.
Those are the only 2 options in this situation, yeah.
Literally the only 2 options.
Yes.
Did we
so
throw
it's
the
out there.
did we throw the kazoo out the window? Is that
No, it's in my back pocket.
No,
I'm
we're
just
gonna
a
need
little bit
we're
nervous.
gonna
I'm
need
just a little bit
kazoo
nervous.
for the dance
All right.
party. You see, yeah.
Sure.
I'm the warm-up act. I'm the
All
warm-up
right,
act.
all right. So what do you do there, Flicky Flynn?
So I take out my deck of 52 and I walk up to the 2 guards and I say I fan them out and I say, all right, which one of you 2s wants to pick a card now?
What?
Huh?
Who are you?
Come on, it'll be fun.
Okay,
I've been
why don't you
practicing.
roll me for interpersonal?
Interpersonal. Okay.
So this is gonna be
2d10
2d10, and I'm gonna roll 2d10 as well, and we'll take.
against me.
That's right.
Ooh.
Hey, there we go.
Nice.
So let's see. Your highest was 9, and my
Was a
highest
9,
was
yep.
a 7. So you win, and therefore you succeed. Oh, and also just a reminder, Steven, since you are the leader of this one, you get a +1 on all your dice rolls. Okay.
Thank you.
Great. So you succeed, and are you trying to push on or hold them off?
I would
yeah.
like to. I'm gonna say hold them off actually because I want to kind of remove these guards from the situation. So I feel story-wise, it's more decreasing the danger.
Cool. I like that. So just to let you know, the danger pool is currently at +1 for every. Yeah. Okay. So it's currently at 2d10, but you just held them off, which brings it down to 1d10. It is currently only at 1, but I will warn you, after every round, it gains a couple more dice. So the longer you take, the harder it's getting. Also, just a quick reminder.
Each round of turns.
That's correct.
Ooh, okay.
So after every 4 of you, after each of you goes once, it'll get a little harder. And just so you know, the completion track is at 7. So you need to check 7 boxes off before, you to succeed. Okay,
Got
cool.
it.
So it works. He takes the card. He says, okay. I'm kind of curious.
Okay, now show it to your partner there.
Okay, check it out. I know it's a good card. Okay. What?
And slide it on back into this. I won't
Upside
even
down
look.
or upside up?
No, as the way that all the other cards are facing, or else it kind of defeats the purpose.
Look, man, you gotta
of-
be clear about this stuff, okay? Magic.
No, you're right. You're right. A magician is always precise.
All right.
right.
I did it.
And then I shuffle it up. I kind of shuffle it behind my back as well, and then I throw all of the cards into the air.
Whoa.
And I say, "Look behind your badge."
What? Where? They look.
And on the other side of their badge, etched in the metal, is the number and the suit of the card that he picked.
Holy shit! This guy's a
That's
fucking
right.
wizard.
That's right.
Danny, look at this. I don't see it. And okay, so these guys are clearly distracted, leaving you an opportunity to sneak by. Actually, the 2 of them walk over, and you see one yell up, "Carl, look at this!" can you see this? And they're all three of them are distracted by Flicky Flynn. What do the three of or what do all of you do really?
I am gonna try to infiltrate
Yeah,
past the guards here.
fantastic.
And I'm gonna try to take at least Deborah with me, if not Dr. X.
Yeah, Dr. X
say-
is gonna go.
I'll say one of you. So yeah,
Mr. X.
You went to school since our meeting.
Mr. X.
I don't know. I'm
I'm
not
sorry.
a doctor.
Finkeltooth.
Did you
why
go to
don't-
7 years of veterinary school? To
I was
be
gonna say
that?
yes, Dr. Deborah and Mr. X. Excuse me.
Finkeltooth, why don't you roll me for infiltration? And it just applies to everybody. We'll say.
So when you say +1, does that mean an additional D10,
An additional D10,
or no?
So
just...
you'll have 3 instead of 2. Yep.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Perfect. On it.
Don't forget, you guys. You can use abilities as well. Anecdotes. to
And
give
my
abilities.
highest roll is a 6.
Okay, great. And mine is 7.
Oh.
So let's see. So you
Oh.
start to sneak by, all of you, and you didn't catch that there was one more guard actually inside. So all of you kind of you go and you cut through the fence, and start going in. I'm gonna say.
Is it too late to do a thing?
No, not at
Or-
all. You want to give a yeah.
Because he had a fail, right?
You had a fail.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Let's see. Finkeltooth. I remember when you were the sneakiest bastard I knew. I remember long before any of this started when you and I were just 7th graders together at ne'er-do-well middle school, and you could sneak us into any R-rated movie you wanted. You didn't even do that trick where you like buy a ticket to see Garfield, but then you go into Halloween 5 or something like that instead. No, you didn't even do that ticket. You walked right up to the ticket man, and you just breathed heavily in his face until he became really bored, and then you snuck us in, and it was amazing. You're the sneakiest bastard I know. You can do this.
I'm so
You-
glad
that-
you remember that and brought that up, Deborah.
Legendary movie sneaker.
You know, I was getting nervous today, but you reminded me I've always been level-headed, even when I was just 7 years old. Man, I had
Fantastic.
the levelest head.
So for our audience, what just happened was Jax just gifted Steven a legend. And what that means is now, Steven, you write that down. The legend of the, what was it, Jax?
The legend. Let's say the legend of the prepubescent movie sneakers.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes.
And Steven, anytime that specific legend might help you out, you're welcome to roll it.
Great.
Add it to your dice pool. Specifically, that will add to this one. You can re-roll your dice now. Add that extra one, so you should have 4, and hope that
Okay.
you beat a 7.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
2 10s.
2 10s.
Yes.
Okay.
2 10s in this roll.
Fantastic. 10s are fantastic. So, so you start cutting as Deborah's kind of telling you this. Yeah. And then you
Amazing.
and wait, and a guard walks by.
Deborah, while I'm paused in this position, can you use that extra mitten and dab my forehead? I've got some sweat dripping.
That's what it's for.
Thank you.
Just like the old days. Just like middle school.
Now, my question is, Flicky Flynn, are you going in with them, or are you still distracting these guards out front?
I'm at least gonna get 2 more tricks in to make sure that they can sneak all the way past.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we get inside. So the 3 of you sneak in, open the door, and you're now inside the prison. And at this point, you see there's 2 signs. One says prison cells, and one says control booth.
Hmm.
And
Control
the
booth.
control booth points to the left, and the prison cells points straight.
Well, it looks like I know where I need to head. Clearly, the alarums are in the control booth.
I think at this time we better split up. Dr.
All right.
Johnson.
That's right, Finkeltooth. Let's split up, but let's make sure it's not the last time we see each other.
Okay.
Oh,
I feel
Not
I'm
if
not
I
gonna lie, I
see
kind
you
of feel like a third
first.
wheel here a little. If you guys want me,
Oh,
I can
oh,
go
I'm
use some
sorry.
space.
no,
I
no,
I didn't know.
no,
I didn't
Mr. X.
want to. All right, not
Mr.
putting any
X,
pressure.
There's
If you would like to flirt with us, please feel free. I think
I'm
we
fine.
can all get in on this sexual tension if you would like a piece of it.
Yeah, it's just so there. I can
this
cut
point,
it with the.
You
with the
hear
spoon.
somebody coming down the hallway.
Oh, hold on. I'll play my kazoo.
And so I bring my kazoo up, but what it is a blow dart. So it's like it's not a kazoo, but that's what he calls his blow dart. Is that okay?
Fantastic. That's so good. Good. So I guess roll me wet work,
Okay,
which
so
is
that's
rough
2.
and tough. Yeah.
Rough and
so it's a 2.
I got a 1 and an 8.
Okay, so a 1 is gonna add a die to the danger pool. So I have.
You just make that up, Justin? You just make that up just now?
No. Grant Howitt knows, and he's watching, so he can back me up.
Hi, Grant.
Hey, Grant, thanks for watching.
Thanks for the game.
All right, so what'd you get? You got
An 8 and a 1.
8 and a 1. Okay, so the 1 added to the danger pool. I rolled an 8 as well. So what that means is that we tie, and you have a choice to make here, my friend.
Yes.
Your 3 options on a tie are do something stupid, get yourself hurt, or just back away and fail the roll.
Or could this be a good opportunity for Finkletooth to admit that he is the very worst
Well,
at
I love what you're going for,
Wet
Steven.
work.
Unfortunately, that applies before the roll.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
But yes, that's the right idea. Just do it before the roll next time. Listen, we
can
don't
I
have
tell-
many rules.
see
I
that
have to,
in the
I have to
roll
follow them.
rules?
Can I tell
yeah.
An anecdote from where? Can I like yell an anecdote from?
Oh my
So here's the
God.
thing, guys. I would say yes, but since he didn't actually fail the roll, I'm gonna let this play out just because it's not often that we're gonna get these options for ties. But I do like you're in the right headspace.
I thought the gallows was black tie.
Cheers to that.
All right.
All right, Ryan, what are you doing?
I'm going to simply lose the conflict with no further consequences. I'm going to back away.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
So, and just to be clear, no further consequences does not mean that you're out of, like, you're fine. It,
Yeah.
You know, it just means that, okay. So, basically, yeah, the all of you kind of, like, we'll just say for the sake of it, instead of confronting this guy, you just take off your separate ways, yeah? So, Deborah goes towards the alarms, and Finkletooth is going towards the cells. Where are you going, Mr. X?
Oh, boy. I'm going to... Is there a third option, or just those 2?
You can make up whatever option you want, man.
All right, I'm gonna go to the control room
Okay.
with Dr. Deb.
All right, Finkletooth runs down the hall. You two go that way. I think everybody has had a turn at this point. So, or wait, Deborah, you didn't actually get a turn, did you? So, we'll say you get to the alarm. We get to the control booth, and you, the doors open because nobody expects.
Lucky us.
Yeah.
Somebody left the door open to the control room. That's not very controlling.
But as you open the door, you stop yourself because you see there are 2 guards sitting at the control. They're just kind of sitting there with their backs to you, looking at the screens.
Mr. X, there's 2 guards in front of the control booth. The only way I can shut off these alarms and waft some cocaine into this alarm system in order to fry the circuits is if we can distract these guards. Got any
Yeah.
idea under that burlap sack of yours?
Well, I know that you're one of the people who's always been the most limber on the team. There's literally nothing you can't do when it comes to running around and sneaking past people and evading people, you could even say. Like, you're just logistically one of the best I've ever seen. Like that one time in Bermuda when there was a vase that we were trying to steal from a hotel balcony, and you ran up the side of it, Romeo and Juliet style, up the trellis, and nobody saw you, nobody heard you, and nobody even knew you were there after the fact. They didn't even know the vase was stolen. Turns out it wasn't worth a lot of money, but the way that you climbed up there without
It was
nobody
plastic.
seeing, insane.
So,
yes, I still have that vase.
This is fantastic.
It
So
looks very
Ryan
nice.
has declared that Deborah Johnson is the best at logistics, which means you can turn that from a 2 to a 3. However, this only works if somebody also declares themselves the worst at logistics. So was somebody else there in that same at the trellis? Or Mr. X, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Do you remember who was with us?
Yeah, it was me.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
sorry,
the one
Mr.
who.
X. That was
It's
you.
okay.
You
I
have the
fell into
bag.
that bucket of ice cream. I'm terrible. It was awful. It was the worst day of my life. But I'm bad at moving.
And you're
evading
lactose
people.
intolerant to boot.
Yeah, the bathrooms are not fun for me. They're
All
not
right.
good.
Good. So you gain so you move your logistics to a 1, Ryan, and then you gain where is it? You gain 2 grit for doing so.
Nice.
And don't forget, everybody, you can use grit to to do stuff, to do cool stuff.
I love cool stuff.
Yeah, cool stuff's fun.
Love cool stuff.
Cool.
Do you get grit from making a legend? Was I supposed to write something down?
No.
No, I'm not very gritty legend. Okay, cool.
All right.
All right.
So anyway, go ahead and roll me for logistics to see how well you can. What was it you were doing again?
Well, what I hadn't decided yet.
Oh, okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to stand outside the guard control room with my back flattened against the wall, and I'm going to make noises like a very inviting bird of some sort. A bird that's saying, come to me, the mating call of a cockatoo with my mohawk. And I'm going to draw these guards out with my seductive mating call, and then I'm going to whack them on the head and sneak past them.
Fantastic. Roll me logistics.
All right,
You
3.
have 3 dice.
8, 5, 5.
8, 5, 5. I get to roll. I keep picking these up, even though I have roll 20 open. All right, my dice pool is still at 2 only because we haven't started the new round yet. So I got a 6 and a 5. So you're 8. You beat me. You succeed, and your plan works. Your
I go
noise-
in and
yeah.
I take my cocaine a little bit just to get it, and then I blow it into the equipment, and it shorts out the alarm. Do I need to roll again for that, or is that cool?
No, that works.
I mean, that's obviously
and the
gonna
two
work.
and the 2 guys are like, hey, what's happening? What's happening here? And then they hear sweet macaw. And do you hear that? Yeah, it sounds like a bird. And they go walk out, open the door, and then yeah, take care of
And
them.
Cocaine everywhere.
Fantastic. So the alarms are short-circuited. But at the same time, what that ended up doing was your cocaine was a little too powerful, and you see all of the screens shut down too. And you hear as all down the hall you hear prison cell doors
unlocking.
opening. Sting, sting, sting. We
Oh
cut
God,
to,
Mr. X, I blew too hard.
I can
and
relate.
The danger pool
And I put on
grows.
sunglasses, and there's a cool stinger.
The danger pool grows, and we move on to the next round. I think we should start with Finkeltooth. You are running down this corridor looking for Hoobastank.
And in the madness of all of these cell doors flying open and every single prisoner now being free to just run wild,
Yeah, it's
I
chaos.
start singing at the top of my lungs. I found a reason for me to change who I used to be. And I'm
Good.
hoping that Hoobastank recognizes his anthem
Yeah.
and comes and finds me.
And
Did they
then
have another song?
make me a no.
Nope, that's the one.
We have to, right?
What do you? What would you say you're using for this? Which are your abilities?
This is probably going to require charm. This is probably
So,
interpersonal.
Interpersonal. Go ahead and roll me interpersonal.
You got it. Ooh, okay, so we got an 818.
And I'm just rolling in front of me now because it's faster. And I got a 10.
No!
Which gives you, my good sir, a point. You lose a point of stamina. So here's what happens: is you start singing, and as these prisoners start running out, just like smashing into you, and you end up falling, flailing off onto the ground, and hitting your head hard on the metal. And lose a point of stamina. We're gonna move over to Flicky Flynn.
Flicky Flynn's
you're
the name.
still outside, and at this point, you see the lights shut off on the prison inside, and the three guards go, "So that was a heart this whole time? What?" And look at the.
And so, in order to keep them from looking and investigating that further, I say, "So, do you want to learn how to do it?"
Fantastic. All right, roll. I guess interpersonal again. Yeah, roll me interpersonal.
All right. That's still 2 on the old dice roller here. So I got a 6 and a 2.
Okay. I did get an 8, so you do fail, unless.
I look at my cell phone to see if anyone's trying to call me with a nice
actually,
anecdote.
Vinny gave you all earpieces so you can hear each
Oh,
other.
nice.
Man, I wonder how Flicky Flynn's doing out there. You know,
I hope he's doing as well as we are.
Yeah, he's probably just crushing it because I remember that he's one of the most lionest, charmingest people that I've ever met. Do you remember New York City, Manhattan, 1994? Flicky Flynn.
Yep, when he charmed his way into the New York City sewer system.
Yeah, he made friends out of rats, and they opened their
friends
manholes
out
to
of
him.
mole people and rats.
Yeah. It's insane. And he told them that they could get a really good rate on their insurance, which they couldn't. That was a flat out lie, but they all believed him.
This
yeah,
is so good.
and at the end of it, they entered a suicide pact. It was kind of like a cult he created.
Yeah, King of the Rats, they called him. Flicky Flynn, the King of the Rats.
All right, so add yourself a legend, or
what's the name of this legend?
Was that
King
a
of the
legend, or
Rats?
was that, yeah.
I think it was. Yeah, sure, yeah.
Because it was after he failed, so your options are legend, equipment, or scars. So I'm guessing
Legend
it was legend
of the King of the Rats.
And you hear
Love
that
it.
in your comms, them talking about you, and you remember the glory days when you were the King of the Rats, and you
And I
get
go,
to
that's
re-roll
right.
your
If
dice.
I can convince a bunch of lousy rats, surely I can convince some of these pigs over here.
You get to re-roll your dice. You have to try and beat an 8 now with 3 dice, I believe you have.
And I got 3. That's right. Okay. All right. 3d10s away. And a 9.
A 9.
That's good, that's good, that's
Perfect.
good.
Yep.
That's a success. So, just as you start to lose these guards, they're like, "Wait a second, shouldn't we be checking on the?" And then, what do you say to convince them?
I I start squeaking at them in like a rat kind of.
Yeah.
Now that's the sound of a
So,
king.
one thing that I realized I forgot to do, because this is my first time actually GMing this, is that I haven't been asking you guys when you succeed on these things if you're wanting to lower the dice pool or mark off the completion track. So I'm just gonna assume that you guys were marking off the completion track, and I'm gonna go ahead and mark off 3 successes on there, so you have 4 remaining to get out of this scene. Apologies for that. There's a lot to remember in this game.
That's okay.
Surprisingly, it's pretty rules light, but okay. So you are good, Flicky Flynn.
Yeah, I squeak at them like a rat.
Okay, and they're like, what? Carl, look, he's doing another trick. It's like some sort of I don't know, a mime thing. I don't know stuff.
A mind
Wait,
freak.
do I have actual power to control rats? Can I like summon rats and make them do a card trick?
Why not? You start chittering like a rat, and we hear like the small footprints coming from the gutters. We'll come back to that in a second.
Oh, that's great.
And by gutters, I mean sewers? Are they called gutters?
Yeah,
Gutters
sewers.
lead to
Well,
sewers.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
gutter.
okay,
It's all
great.
components of sewers.
We're back at the control booth where you two have just kicked ass, and there's no guards around you, but there's lots of prisoners now kind of running through the halls.
Uh-oh, Mr. X. I sure hope Finkeltooth has found Hoobastank.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he has. Oh crap! Never mind. You threw the cocaine all over the panel, so we can't look at the other.
Justin, are the monitors still on?
No, the monitors are off.
Okay.
That was some damn powerful blow. It's blown out everything.
Yeah, it's turning in. It's just like I don't know. It's a white Christmas. That was a bad joke. I'm gonna. Mr. X is gonna run out of the control panel and start running down the hall back towards the prison cells to try to help Finkeltooth find
Sure.
Hoobastank.
Sure.
Yeah.
Strangest combination of words.
Yeah, he's gonna help Finkeltooth find Hoobastank in the prison cells.
All right.
Deborah's gonna sniff some of the cocaine off of the console that's kind of collected there
Sorry. I
and
did
clean
this to
herself up really quick, and then she's gonna run after Mr. X.
you. Okay.
Really fast.
Great. Great.
Fast.
Okay, so the two of you get to Mr. X. We'll say that. The two of you get to Finkeltooth.
And when you find him, he's rubbing the back of his head and finishing up. A reason to start over new.
Okay.
The reason. Oh, it's you two. Hey, how's it going?
It's going good.
Any luck with
I
Hoobastank?
wasn't able to find him. I sang my little heart out, but then I got knocked down and didn't get up again.
Oh, that's
Uh,
a good one.
The prisoners are all running out, and some of them are trying to you kind of get pushed out of the way to one side. What's your plan to find Hoobastank, y'all?
Damn
If
it, if
there's
we
one-
only knew. Oh,
Go. Yeah, you go. You go.
I already sang him his anthem. He didn't come, so we're gonna need something else.
if we
Well, I
only
know
knew
that-
what his favorite thing was, we could lure him to us.
I think one of his favorite things, if my memory recalls correctly, is being able to dip celery into peanut butter. And so if we're able to find either celery or the promise of peanut butter, it doesn't have to be both. If it's just one or the other, if he knows the options are available, I'm pretty sure it'll bring Hoobastank right here.
All right.
I guess I wish one of us was really good at lying, but because we could just say we got peanut butter and celery. But where are we gonna find that in a prison?
Well, fortunately, Dr. Deborah Johnson, if I know you the way I think I know you, you're always ready for a little doggy or someone other four-legged in need. Don't you happen to carry around with you that celery stock and that super enhanced protein peanut butter?
Oh my god, you're right. I've forgotten that I had the celery and the peanut butter just because I was so focused on the cocaine I was carrying.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a
Dogs
lot of
love-
stuff.
So this is good. I'm gonna allow this. This is your
this
equipment.
equipment?
Yeah. This is your equipment now.
That's what I was
I
hoping.
had a feeling this was my equipment. Yes, because dogs love peanut butter and rabbits love celery. And as we all know, those are the two most difficult animals to get
To keep apart from each
Number-
other. Yeah, no, they're just
Yeah.
always fighting. It's
So-
crazy.
in the pot.
So is my
Jack-
blow dart
Jack's-
my equipment?
No,
My
no,
kazoo?
no.
Okay.
You only get equipment when somebody like.
Oh,
gotcha,
else
gotcha,
gives
gotcha.
it to you.
Okay.
Technically speaking, equipment should only come after somebody fails a roll, but that was too good, and the night is.
It's
getting
awesome. I've got celery
over
and peanut
faster.
butter.
So Jax, you can go ahead and write that as your equipment, and then go ahead and roll me for a. We'll say. I don't know. What would this be?
Logistics.
Logistics. Well, this is a logistics roll plus
All right, sweet,
your
that's my high one.
peanut butter. So that's, I guess, 3 dice plus your equipment. So
Plus
it's
1. All right.
4d10.
And so what I'm trying to do, we'll see if it fails, is I take the celery off and I like bite an end off of it to make a snapping sound because no one can resist that. I open the Jif and I dip it in there and I start like saging the room with it, kind of.
I'm
Okay,
getting
good.
a strong whiff of Jif
High
right
6. The high is a 6.
Okay. Well, you do fail, but since they already kind of gave you the equipment, I'm gonna say you get a reroll with that new dice. So just go ahead
Oh,
and reroll
because
it
I get a
for.
reroll with the equipment. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it again.
A fair and just GM, Justin.
This time, she
Oh, no.
she sages a little harder
Ooh.
with it. Little bits of Jif are going everywhere. It's a 9.
A 9. Perfect. Okay, well I got an 8 high, so that beats mine. So everyone just kind of hears, like, smells this the scent of peanut butter. A few of the guards start walking towards you. Hey, I want some of that peanut butter and celery. Give it here. And they seems like they are gonna fight you for it. Anybody else want to do something here?
Mr. X stands up and he stands in front of
The criminals are gonna fight us for the
Yeah,
celery.
the prisoners. Yeah,
Okay, so Mr. X stands up.
not to be confused with you, who are the criminals.
Right, yeah.
Alleged
we're the
criminals.
Future prisoners, yeah. And he cracks his knuckles and says,
You better stay back. This is for Hoobastank.
And Mr.
Ah.
X, do you have an ability yet? A specialty?
I have tons of abilities, but I don't necessarily have one that has been given to me yet. No.
So Deborah says, "Oh, you prisoners just threatened the wrong man. The last time Mr. X was in a fist fight, the guys fighting him ended up with their fists covered in burlap sacks afterward, each one tied with a little pink ribbon, and their hands were so itchy."
Yeah.
What? Go ahead and you are claiming that Mr. X is the best at wet work. I'm gonna say. So in order for that
But
to happen,
I'm absolutely awful at wet work because of my tiny wrists.
The daintiest wrist.
Yeah, the last time that she got into a fist fight, her wrist just snapped in half. She had to get She had to get them surgically repaired. Now
I
instead of
performed the
wrist,
surgery myself.
yeah, she did it with the veterinary stuff. So it's actually what it is. It's the wrists are so small because they're little duck feet. So the wrists are duck feet
whoa,
because she's a veterinarian. You understand? You get it.
I get
But
it.
funny
No, that
story.
makes sense to me. I still want
We
the
also
peanut butter,
tied
though.
pink ribbons on her wrists.
Yeah, that was just for an accent, just because we were feeling fun.
So, Ryan, go ahead and make yours a 3. Jax, turn your wet work into a 1 with your weak wrists. And Ryan, go ahead and roll me wet work now with your 3. Jax, you also get 2 points of grit for that.
a high of 10.
Ooh,
baby.
a high of
We love it.
10. That
love it, we
is
love it.
good news. Are you? And we'll say this is probably to complete the track. Okay, and then what was I saying? Okay, so you get a 10. You 3 hits, and these guys fall to the ground, and then there's like 2 other people behind them, and one of them's like, "Oh, I want some." "Oh, no, I don't. Let's get out of here." And then they run. And right after that happens, you hear is that peanut butter?
Hooba, is that you?
Peanut butter?
Hooba
here.
of the Stank crime family.
Hey, that's right, it's me. Wait, who's you? Wait, I have the same voice as Vinny. My brother.
It also kind of
That's
sounds
okay.
like Scrappy
Sometimes people
Doo.
sound similar. It's fine.
No.
In the world, there's only so many voices.
Peanut butter. He starts licking the celery. At this point, guards have started to flood the corridors and are coming your way. I believe Finkletooth has 1 turn before we move on to the final round here, or possibly just end it here. What do you do, Finkletooth? How do you escape?
So at this point, I just want to sneak, and I don't know if I can just grab people and
Yeah, sure.
take them along with me. But yeah, I'm gonna
Sure.
try to infiltrate past these guards.
Infiltration. Go ahead and roll for infiltration.
No, and if you can hear me, Finkletooth over the. Wait, are you already the best at something?
Nope.
No, I think just
No,
Ryan
I'm
and
not good at
Jax have
anything at
gotten their
all.
delegations.
All
You two
right.
have
Oh,
And didn't Flicky get Lion Charm, interpersonal?
no, I haven't got. I just.
Oh,
I'm
that
the
was
king of
a
the
sorry.
rats.
That was a yeah. Okay, cool.
it ended up being a
That was a
legend.
legend.
It ended up being a legend.
uh,
probably my fault.
Finkletooth, it sounds like you want to do some sneaking in there, so I just wanted to remind you real quick just how great you are at doing that sort of thing. Wait, aren't you already that for the movie? Or no, that's a legend.
No, that's a whole separate thing, man.
All right, now I got it all figured out.
Prepubescent movies sneaking
It's
and
tough for me.
infiltrating are
I'm out
very
here with
similar,
all-
but not identical.
I'm out here with all the guards, so I don't know what's going on in there.
So to if he's gonna be the best at infiltration, somebody else has to be the worst.
I am just so bad at infiltration and sneaking in. Why one time it was Adult Swim at the local pool, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna dip my toe in the pool. But then of course the lifeguard, they saw me from a mile away, blew the whistle, humiliated me, made me sit by them, didn't even let me have a red vine. It was terrible.
Boy,
This is when you were like
Specifically-
22, right?
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's rough. That's a rough one.
I
That
specifically
is a
like the
terrible
fact
story.
that- I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I'm laughing at the fact that the captions, because of the dialect, caught that as life god instead of guard, and so it's just fantastic. I like that. Okay, so you, Steven, change yours to a 3. Your infiltration. Andy, change yours to a 1, and you get 2 points of grit. And then Steven, go ahead and roll me infiltration.
Nope, didn't do
And
me any
if
better.
your legend applies, you can actually add that too, if you want to.
Your legend.
Your
does
legend,
apply.
which is
Yeah,
good for
actually,
sneaking.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna go for it. Wait a minute.
Different but related.
I think we can sneak past these guards the same way we snuck past that ticket booth. Okay, so,
how many is that for you, like,
even
4 or 5?
with that, I rolled 4, 2, 3, 4.
Shit.
Oh.
Well, I got
Painful.
I got a 10, which is another point of
No.
stamina off of you, my friend.
I'm
Um,
wearing down.
And yeah, so you failed, unless somebody wants to
Man.
do something about that.
Leading a mission is hard.
Remember, scars give an automatic success, which could be helpful to end this mission right now.
Man, it's tough sometimes, Finkeltooth, because I know this must be bringing up bad memories.
Oh no,
Of
no,
us
man,
not
no! Don't
able
take
to
me
get out of
there.
there.
All right, if you
I
gotta,
I don't
I
want to
prepare-
take you back.
I prepare
Okay.
my mitten to start rubbing my tears from my eyes.
I don't
want to
take you back
Nah,
to
lay it
that
on
time.
me, man.
where you came over to my house for a fancy dinner with my folks, my parents and my brother and my sister and all my cousins. And we were sitting there getting down, ready to talk. You know, everything was silent. There was that murmur every 7 minutes in a conversation. And you thought, I have to pass some wind and I think it's going to be silent. And it wasn't silent at all. It was the opposite.
It
You know,
was
sometimes
not.
you're
It was not the
level-headed or else you're
sneakiest
super
thought ever.
loud. That's
Yeah,
kind of
wow,
how
that was.
yeah, that's how that works in your body in that place. And so what you did was kind of ruin the dinner, and you got everybody knew about it was you. There's no hiding it.
There was no hiding it that day. That was the worst day of my life.
All right.
The
so,
food was good,
mic
though.
control.
Food was
so go ahead and write that scar down. However you want to paraphrase that scar.
Lou, a fart at dinner.
So it's an emotional scar, I think. It's an embarrassing
Yeah.
one.
It sure is.
For the record, Steven, that scar is going to give you a -1 every time you roll now.
Okay.
Oh no.
Lives with
but
you.
what it did
But-
is give you an automatic success right now. You get 2 grit, and yeah, it's an automatic success, which is enough to get us out of the scene. So here's how it happens: is you start thinking about that fart, and just you angry. You basically just kind of grab everybody around you and just run and bulldoze past all of the guards and prisoners and whatnot, and end up running out a side door. And we'll say, for the sake of time, Flicky.
As I
Flynn-
run by, I yell, "I will not be ashamed of my past!" And I let a huge one blow as I pass them,
That's so
hopefully
good.
knocking them to the ground.
Yeah.
With my
And
noxious,
Mr. X
super
says-
loud fart.
Mr. X says to Dr. Deborah, we should have ran in front of him. We should have ran in front of him.
and the fart like a wind tunnel just goes through and like hits the control booth, and then just like cocaine flies everywhere. And you guys run outside. Flicky Flynn, you see them coming and give a whistle, and your rats swarm the prison. And start taking over and getting the guards, and you all, for the sake of time, I would love to finish this, but for the sake of time, you all run back to the van and drive out with Hoobastank in tow. Woo! That was
Nice.
a fantastic
That was
scene.
absolutely
And
traumatic.
And
Quite,
scene.
these took longer than I thought they would, so we're
They
gonna take
always
our
do.
break, everybody.
Yeah.
And when we come back, we're gonna do, we're gonna go to that casino after Hoobastank makes those
Fake IDs.
fake IDs. So
And
we're
poker
gonna-
chips.
Yeah, we
for
need
real.
those poker chips.
So we'll be right back in about 5 minutes, and go use the restroom, grab another drink, and we will finish this job when we get back. See you then.
Yeah, we will.
See you soon.
Hello again. We are back from
Back
our
to
break.
business.
So, thank you for the comments there, chat. Thanks, Kate. Some good stuff. Thanks,
God,
thanks,
that's amazing.
Collusion. We'll get to those in a little bit here. So, you get back to base. Vinny Mini Vanetti says, all right. There's been a recent development when you were gone. I'm glad you got Hoobastank. He's back there making your IDs right now. But the problem is, the gala time moved up. It's happening not in 4 hours, but in 30 minutes.
That'd be the first time that a gala's
That's the
never
first
been late.
time.
They've been early.
Wow.
That's right.
That is absolutely blowing my mind.
And so he says, with that being said, we're gonna have to push the timetable up much faster. We gotta get in and out, which means we're gonna have to combine everything at the same time. You're gonna have
Boss,
to split
that's
up.
nuts!
No, I know. I know.
No one
it's
has ever
nuts.
multitasked that hard.
Yeah, doing a job all in one kind of synchronous movement. They haven't
It's-
done that since Ocean's 13.
Right. It's not even
8.
one last
Nah,
job.
I don't remember the last
It's multiple last jobs at the same time, done by one of you individually. But it's cooler to say one last job. So
one. Yeah, I think
do
as
that.
we explain it more, it kind of gets a little bit more
Sure.
more convoluted than it actually is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's time to go, and from behind the curtain opens, and you see okay, I got your passes. I got
No.
your passes, and
Still hyped
hands-
up on peanut butter.
hands each
Yeah.
of you a pass.
That you get that dynamic protein boosted peanut butter you gave him. It's
Yeah.
too strong for him.
It's too strong.
His little
Got
hot.
a tiny body.
Yeah, his little hot, his little face.
Reminder.
Go easy on it.
Reminder to each of you that you regain all your stamina, so you're back to regular. And I think that's all that happens in this planning scene. So we will. Vinny says, "Listen, this time the long con is I'm putting it on hold. You're gonna need extra people out there, and I'm a person, so I'll be your extra.
Vinny.
I'm coming with you. is
Even
what I'm
with your
saying.
stanky leg, you're gonna help us out, boss.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are we gonna have to shovel coal to make that? I don't know how steam engines work. Do they use coal?
Most of them use coal, I think.
This
Yeah.
one actually works. It's like
Boss, it's a dying industry.
It's like one of those vapes. It's like one of those vape pins. You
Oh.
Oh,
you just
so
I
if we blow into your hips,
The
then it
menthol
works more.
sort of
It
thing,
creates
yes.
more.
Right. That's right. The more that I move it, the faster it. We don't have time for this. We have to go. And he says, "All right, team. No matter what happens out there, no matter if each of you die individually in gruesome death, no matter if one of
Yeah.
you gets stomped on by an elephant,
Yeah.
I believe in you. And this
Yeah.
is our last
I remember the hyenas.
job."
Took a few more of those Udemy classes from the time that we left, didn't you? Getting better at that leadership stuff, aren't you?
I felt that one.
And
It's
we
gonna be an
cut
entire
to-
zoo and a casino.
We cut to the final scene. So the completion track on this one, my friends, is gonna be a 13,
Wow.
which is quite a
Whoa.
lot.
Nope,
We'll see
we can
if
do
you
it.
can handle it.
Yeah, we got it.
Ooh, that's a lot of circles. Okay, the danger pool starts at 2d10. Everything's chill. Everything's fine. You pull up in your van. Hoobastank stayed back at the base.
Ooh, can we valet? Can
his
we
little
valet?
eyes.
Please, can we valet?
Sure. Yeah. We can
Come on,
valet.
Vinny, let us valet
We can
park.
valet. Vinny pulls up. I guess Vinny's driving. He pulls up to the. You guys are sitting in the back like an old family road trip. And he pulls up, and there's a. Who's the valet? Chat. Who's the what kind of animal's the valet? We got cats that come to
there
the
was-
table. We got puppy, raccoons.
There's penguin waiters.
Waiters, I guess. Yeah, penguins can be the valet. That makes sense. And your penguin
It does?
waddles up and just goes. And he says, "I don't speak penguin, but here, take the keys, and then he tosses them, and the penguin like smacks it with its flipper and picks it up off the ground. The penguin gets in the car, and a chimpanzee hops in next to them, and together
One works the pedals.
Exactly.
and
The penguin works the pedals. The chimpanzee drives, and Vinny's like, man, I don't feel so good about leaving my minivan in the hands of these animals, but whatever. And all of you walk
Every
in.
casino's got a gimmick.
Before we get out, Mr. X motions for Flicky to come, like as we're driving in the van or something. Before all this happens, Mr. X motions for Flicky to like come to the back, have a private conversation, and then he says,
Yeah, what's up, Mr. Rex?
Flicky, I know that you're blacklisted from casinos, and they're gonna spot you from a mile away.
Oh yeah. that's true, that's
Unless,
and then I start taking off my burlap sack mask. And what you see underneath the burlap sack is just a normal human being. He just looks like a normal person. There's nothing wrong with it. Like he's fine. Very
Just a
normal.
average guy.
Yeah.
Handsome.
Don't know what I expected, Mr. X, but it's not this.
Yeah, well, see, the burlap sack, it adds to the mystery, so nobody knows what's underneath it, so they want to know, so then you see more intriguing. Anyways, Flicky, something that you don't know about this burlap sack mask. Here, take it. When you put it on, if you touch the sides of it, the people who don't know you, the people who've never met you before, they'll see you as just whatever they want to see you as. So if you're,
Wow.
if you're just walking through there saying, I want them to see me as nobody important, that's what they'll see. But
So
to your
it's
friends,
like-
they just see the ugly burlap sack. So,
So it's like holographic burlap.
yeah, it's holographlack. Holographlack.
Holla
It's
sack.
like Ben
Holla sack.
Affleck's.
You should trademark
Um,
that.
brother.
I'm gonna say, because we're breaking rules all over the place
That's
here, I don't care.
equipment.
That's your equipment now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, did I have to wait for him to fail?
Technically,
Or when should
but
I have?
It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Look,
I got you.
it's- We got an hour left. Let's just have fun. So you all start walking in, and yeah, burly graphic sack. Thanks, Pierre.
Wow.
So
My
we
chat doesn't
have-
like the word sack for some reason.
Got those filters on there,
So
aggressive.
you walk
I
in,
guess so.
you see, you pass by a couple puppies who are just like sweeping the sidewalk out front. And,
Is the broom in their mouth, or are they like anthropomorphic?
Or
that's
is it
no,
like tied to
The
them?
broom is in their mouth, and there's actually two puppies stacked on top of each other, like a circus thing. And one of them holds the thing, and the other one just walks. So it's like,
All right,
you
that's
know,
pretty
That's
cute.
awesome.
honestly
That's
not
pretty good.
very effective. Henry's kind of an idiot, but
Deborah bristles because she's like, only Henry Nantucket would have these animals working for him and not pay them or give them health care and benefits.
yeah, he's a real monster. Deborah, keep
Do we
your
know
lid-
for
keep your
sure
lid on
that-
until it's time.
Do we know
It'll
for
be
sure
hard.
he's not giving them benefits? Do we know that for sure? I just don't
I
want to,
haven't
you know,
seen his books.
it's, you know.
We can
I
ask
mean,
him
we'll
on
take
the
him
way
down
out.
for being an asshole, but
At
I
which
just want to
point,
make sure.
You hear like the squeal of a microphone from inside as you open the door, and you see there's a stage set up on the opposite side of the casino floor. People are playing and everything's going on, but on the opposite side you see an old man, just like white, classic, you know. Classic hair, no white hair, but just like a classic, like, you know, movie villain. He's got like a cane with a jewel on it, and he's talking into a microphone, and he's saying, the zoo casino has been my pride and joy for the last 40 years. I'm glad you all came to my gala-vention. This is a celebration of 40 years of putting animals into hard work, paying benefits. Oh, I pay benefits, don't you worry.
Oh, see, you see, I like.
We have a juicy package for these animals. We take them to
The
the
dental
best.
plan for the sharks is ridiculous.
We take them to the best. They have the best veterinary care. Dr. Micah Johnson and Deborah,
God.
you realize it's your ex.
Micah Johnson.
Goodness.
My
you're all-
God, for what he lacks in veterinary skill, he makes up for in skill as a lover.
And he walks on the stage. He walks on the stage and he's like, "Yes, thank you, Henry. It's been an honor working with you all these years. But please, don't mind me. I'll just be in the back, helping all the animals I can." And everybody's like, "Oh yes, he's the best veterinary doctor in the land."
He can't tell a horse tranquilizer from a vaccine, but that man can play me like a flute.
And then he says, sorry.
I didn't divorce him because he didn't turn me on. I divorced him because of the high death rate at his clinic.
Yeah, he certainly looks like he fucks.
It was a
And he
moral,
fucks up.
moral divorce.
You have high standards, Dr. Deb. I appreciate
No
that.
professional respect for him. In the bedroom.
And Henry says, "Without further ado, let the games begin." And then you all hear like different, casino sounds, and you see
Yeah.
raccoons like dealing cards, and you see there's elephants at the bar who are just like tossing shakers in the air with their trunks, and then like pouring them. It's fantastic. In fact, if you guys wanted to get your chips, you have to go over to the booth where the orangutan is, and get some chips over there. But you do see behind the stage, Henry walks off stage and then turns and swipes a key card, and then opens a door and goes back to where you're pretty sure the vault is. But everyone is on the floor is like, "Wow, this is the best the galavention I've ever been to. Henry Nantucket, I will love him for eternity. My grandkids will talk his praises. Nobody can ruin this night for me." And they all play games. What do you guys do?
Everyone, Micah has a key card, and when he opened that door, I caught the acrid scent of hyena. I'm pretty sure that there are hyenas back there, and that's where the casino fortune is. I'm gonna try to get that key card from Micah. I promise I
Wait.
will not get distracted
Deborah.
at all.
Deborah, let me
What?
help you.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yes. Keep
It'll
me on the
be-
straight and narrow. keep me away from Micah and his ways.
His jackhammer.
his tepid skills as a I swear to God, he's a horrible veterinarian.
What's his bedside manner like? A scale
His
of 1 to 3.
bedside on 1 to 3, where 3 is slapping the animal and 1 is petting it.
Yeah, sure.
Slap.
He's
Hey
a
guys, we don't
four.
have time to talk
He's a
about
four.
slapping the animal.
We'll,
We gotta go.
we'll all write him some bad Yelp reviews later. Come on.
All right.
Yeah, and Flicky, how about you and I try to ruin the nights of all these high rollers out here?
I think that sounds like a great idea. But foist things foist. And I touch 2 of my fingers to my neck. And to all of my non-friends, I now look like esteemed actor and famous person George Clooney.
Yes. But do you still sound exactly the same?
Yes, I do.
Fantastic. Good.
Hi, it's me, George Clooney.
A woman says,
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Is that George Clooney?
Yeah, Mr. X goes, "Oh my god, is that George Clooney, the actor you guys all love? Everyone here? Are you giving out free autographs?"
Oh, sure, if I have the time, why not? I'm having a night out.
So a woman comes up to you. So you two break off. Vinny is kind of chilling, and then we'll say Finkletooth and Deborah head towards Micah. But first, yeah. So a woman comes. Everyone, George Clooney's over here getting autographs. Henry Nantucket is the best. He gets everyone. And then,
No, it's not Henry Nantucket. I came here on my own volition because I can do what I want.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, George Clooney really likes this casino owned by Henry Nantucket. And
Okay.
so, So, I guess there's no roll here. I don't know. What are you trying to do?
Flicky, all right, real quick. I lean over to Flicky and I say, all right, Flicky, here's what we're gonna do. You
Okay.
see, if there's like, I don't know if there's like a slot machine somewhere, maybe
Sure.
close by. Okay, yeah.
Of course there is.
Flicky, go over to that slot machine,
Mhm.
hold the little thing, and act like it shocked you and that you die. And so then they'll say, oh my God, the casino killed the Steve actor George Clooney. And then they'll start to lose a little respect for Henry Nantucket. And then it might ruin their night because they'll see somebody get electrocuted to death if you play it right. You got to play it right, though.
No, that's true. That's true. I hope my lying and my charm is good enough to be able to pull something like that off.
Well, you are the best liar and charmer in the biz.
Oh, I guess I am.
Everything you've ever said to me is a lie, but I saw it as the truth. I'm
So,
learning now that you
clear,
do magic card tricks and stuff.
doesn't somebody else
Damn
have-
it! I'll wait, right? Wait.
No, you're good. That's good. Does somebody
Okay.
else have interpersonal already? No? That's the
No,
one
that was the
unclaimed.
King of the Rats thing. That was the
So
legend.
interperssional isn't claimed yet.
I've been
Great.
having my
Well,
eye on that
then
one for
you-
a while.
Yeah. So then you are now declared the best at interpersonal skills, but who is the worst?
I think. Well, never mind.
You can volunteer somebody else to be the worst for the record.
Oh, I can.
They
Can I
have to
volunteer
agree.
myself?
If you want to, yeah.
Okay, great. I'm a straight shooter. I tell her like it is, and
That's
I'm
why you always wear
way-
that sack over your head.
Yeah, exactly. Because I hide behind the sack, so I just be honest with people because they don't have to see my facial expressions when I say stuff, so they never know. And I'm just way too into anime to be super charming at the moment because it's all I think about. So whenever I'm trying to charm somebody and they're like, "Hey, what do you think about baseball?" and I say, "What do you mean? I've just been watching a lot of Inuyasha." So, are you a dog person with a sword? I don't care if you aren't.
All right. So you move your interpersonal to a 1, and George Clooney over here has a 3. So Andy, go ahead and make me a roll for interpersonal. Let's see how well you can lie and fake your own death here.
Okay.
So
Excellent.
this is interpersonal. I will say this doesn't have anything to do with actually casino stuff, so you don't get your +1.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But I would like to make my case for King of the Rats by saying that I do. I do make some rat noises so that while I'm walking to the slot machine, they run up my pant legs so that I give the stench of a dead person after I fall down.
Yes.
Great. Let's go for it.
Okay,
Add
so
that
that is
one.
gonna be.
I only have 2 dice to roll, so
I'm using my disguise sack. I'm using my interpersonal, and I'm using my Legend of the Rat. So that is 5d10.
what?
That's right,
Yeah,
Justin.
buddy.
Well, I have a 7 high, so you got to beat that.
You can do it. You can do it.
Oh yes.
That's a 10?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, wait, what is... A 10 is an automatic success. I don't think it does anything to the dice pool, though. No, it does not, I don't think. I might be wrong
I'm
about
pushing on
that.
whatever.
Sorry, Grant Howitt. Oh, but you also rolled a 1, I see. And a
Yeah, I
1 does
guess.
add a die to the dice pool.
Yep.
Sorry.
Alright, fine.
However, your 10 is like a crazy good success. Are you trying to mark off the completion, or are you trying to remove a die from the die pool?
Yeah, push forward.
Okay, great. So that is a
Mark
one
off
one
the...
mark on the completion. 12 to go.
Oh man.
Yeah, we got a couple rounds here, guys. So, okay, so you walk over, doing some little chitters, and like you see like a rat. Like, I mean, here's what actually happens. Is,
Yes, please.
you see the kitchen door swing open, and behind the kitchen door, you see a bunch of mice and rats with little chef
Yes.
hats on.
Oh
the
my
the
God,
entire kitchen staff
Ratatouille.
is rats. Train. And you see them all kind of like, and they all start kind of flocking out towards you. It's the
so
king!
good.
It's the king! Hey, it's the king! Come on, everybody! It's the king!
Of legend, the king of legend.
King of legend! And hydrate. And Tell me how this happens, Andy. What happens here?
Yeah, so I walk over to the slot machine going, "Hey, it's me, George Clooney. I'm about to play this here slot machine."
Do you see that? George Clooney's playing my favorite slot machine. Go, George Clooney, go!
And so I move very slowly so that the rats have time to crawl up my pant legs and up into my top clothes as well.
Yeah.
Whatever kind of shirt I have on, I
Top
guess.
clothes. Good.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
top
top
clothes. Until finally they're all in location and I place my hand on the slot machine, and before I can even pull down on it, I start to spasm uncontrollably, and I also shout out, no, it's me, George Clooney, and I'm getting electrocuted by this faulty slot machine. And then I fall over, apparently dead.
Everyone gasps.
Mr. X immediately runs in and says, I'm a doctor. And I get down on my knee. I touch him a little bit and I go, yowzers, he's dead. Henry Nantucket's Casino has killed George Clooney, the guy from ER. You know him. We all love him.
Oh my gosh! George Clooney, the famed actor, has been killed by this slot machine. Everyone starts gasping. It's a sad day. That's good. Mr. X, what do you think you're trying? Is there anything specific you want to add to this to try and like mark something off the completion check here? Now that people believe you're a doctor, anything else you want to add to that?
Yeah, I do. So I want to. Okay, yeah. So Mr. X wants to try to describe as a doctor how unhealthy it is to be around all these animals and stuff while you're drinking and eating.
Okay, good. Roll me interpersonal.
No.
And if you have any bonuses, go ahead and add them.
What about grit? Can I use grit in this situation? Is that when I lose?
You can. No, you can use grit. That adds
Good
3
call,
dice to your pool.
Okay. Then I want to accepting weak abilities in this. All right.
I rolled a 9.
Hold on.
So how many do I get?
Before or after?
Legend is after if he fails.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So how many dice do I get?
You get what's your interpersonal? 1
1.
plus plus your grit, so 3. So that's 4 dice.
Cool.
That's, 4 dice.
Also
10. I have 10.
10.
Okay.
That beats my 9. You are correct.
Nice.
That is a huge success, and I'm guessing you're trying to mark a completion off to ruin the night.
Yes.
Great. That's
Yeah.
2 down, 10 to go. You start talking about how unhealthy this is.
Yeah.
People start
So
walking around. What?
yeah, Mr. X is like, not only is esteemed actor George Clooney, the guy from that cloud one, I can't never remember the name, dead here on the floor. But if you look around you, there's fucking rats in the kitchen feeding you food. There's dogs sweeping the sidewalk, you stupid idiots. All of these, they have no idea what your health needs. There's no way they're living up to OSHA standards.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
ridiculous.
I always thought it was kind of, kitschy, but now I think it's just gross. This
Yeah, it's
doctor is
super
right.
gross and very abusive. You should be ashamed. You wealthy people here should be ashamed of pretty much everything you do.
Okay, we'll pause you guys there as we cut over to let's see, let's get this one going.
Just to maintain connection, Finkeltooth will get on Mr. X's headset and be like, "Hey, it looks pretty good from our vantage point. Are they buying it?"
Yeah, I think so. George Clooney's dead.
Ah, perfect.
As you're saying this, as you approach there's a rooftop bar. It's a rooftop. It's out on like a balcony overlooking the city, and you walk out there. People are mingling. It's a beautiful night. You see Micah. He's talking to a woman you don't recognize, and like I said, it's a bar. There's elephants that are tending the bar. What do you guys do?
Well, I'll be fucked. There actually are elephants. Man.
Elephants are very talented bartenders in the wild. It makes sense that they would be here too. Look, Fink, I don't know if I can do this. You've known me for a long time, and you know all about Micah and my history. I don't know.
Deb, hear me out now. I know that you think that he's one of the best lovers you've ever had in bed, but I need you to know it's very important. I do remember those times back in the movie theaters, and, well, lady, you do just fine right on your own.
You mean when I'm in the back of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sequel movie,
That's
awkwardly making out with you, my 7th grade boyfriend?
Oh, it wasn't awkward at all. It was even better as, those times I would get up and I would go out to the bathroom and I'd come back and, man, were you making love to yourself better than any man could.
You're right. Damn it, Fink, you're right. I don't need Micah. He's a terrible veterinarian. I can't let him hold this power over me, especially when he treats mange with invasive surgery. Who does that? It's terrible.
I didn't even know that. Yeah, you could do. That's a thing. That's great. See, you're so knowledgeable. You're knowledgeable and you're sexy and you're strong and you're an independent woman.
God damn it, Fink. I could listen to you all day in that growly voice of yours. What do you say we ruin Micah's night, get the card, and ruin the fun, some of the fun these people are having in this casino at the same time?
Yeah, let's be animals!
You say very loudly as everyone stops what they're doing and turns to look at you. And Micah looks over. Deborah? Deborah, is that you? Walks over. The woman follows him.
You got this, Deborah.
Oh, hi, Micah. Fancy meeting you here.
What are you...
In this fancy place.
What are you doing here, Deborah? You know I'm over it. Sorry to
Darling,
say.
I'm not here for you. You think I'm here for you? No, I'm here for the animals. I'm here checking to review their benefits package. Make sure that they're getting proper vision and dental, as well as a maternity leave when necessary.
Hey, calm down. You're making a scene. People are looking.
While Deborah is doing this, by the way, Finkletooth is going to try to rummage around all over Micah's suit coat and pants to see if there might be an extra key card that he would have access to, since he's kind of guest of honor for the night.
And while I see Fink doing this, and so while he's doing that, I'm distracting Micah with my wrists. I'm like,
okay.
And also making sure that they're following the Family Medical Leave Act, which is also a very important thing for workers.
Let's have you roll first to see how well this distracts him. Go ahead.
Does Finkel have a proficiency thing yet, or whatever?
I think all of you have one now, right?
Okay.
Yeah, infiltration.
All the abilities have been given out, so at this point you can only give anecdotes after people fail.
All right.
I guess the one exception to that we've been giving is equipment, if you have an ideal equipment.
And I should have given her better equipment.
So Jax,
No, I love that peanut butter and celery. I'm gonna use it for the rest of the... So what am I rolling for?
It's up to you. If you want to call this infiltration, you're trying to if you're trying to be a little bit of a, I don't know. I would call it either infiltration or interpersonal.
Both are 2. So
okay.
I'll just do infiltration. Okay, so I'm gonna roll.
And this doesn't have anything to do with animal. Well, I guess you are talking about animal rights.
I am.
So I will give you an extra die for that.
Okay.
So that's 3, I think.
All right. Oh, I got a 4 and 2 2s. That was amazing.
All right, I got 2 10s. That's 2 points of damage. Here's what happens.
My stamina goes.
Yeah, your stamina goes because as you're doing this, he looks at you and he says, "Deborah, you're a fool. You always were, and that's why we ended it. Deborah, I don't care about animals' eye insurance and all that jazz. I'm here for the. I'm the cool doctor. You were the lame one. And that is why you don't belong here. And then the woman walks up next to him, and she like puts her arm through his, and he says, "I don't know if you've met my new wife. This is Veronica. She's a zookeeper."
Veronica Vitris and her visa.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Micah sucks. And
So 2
and-
points
so
of stamina.
2
fell
points
off
of
me
like
right there.
mental like, oh god, like I don't know, just come
But-
into you.
Point of order.
Mhm.
I think an NPC just gave her a scar.
Fair.
Ooh.
Fair. What? I don't know what would. Yeah, I mean,
Hoist it on your own
interesting.
petard.
sure. I guess I get the grit from that.
So I have a real-time scar just happened to me.
Yeah, a mental, an emotional scar, I would say.
So this is one of my
That
scars.
That
this
is
is
an
a scar.
automatic 10. I mean,
So under
Fair
scars,
enough.
I'm putting Veronica Zookeeper.
Yeah, yes. I don't know. Steven's running this show. I don't know what I'm doing.
Let's do it.
I'm just trying to catch you in the logic,
so-
man. Just trying to catch up the
So
logic.
Dr. Deborah Johnson is so scarred by Veronica Zookeeper that she rallies back.
This is an
In
automatic
this
success
moment.
now. So go ahead.
Yeah, it's an automatic success, and I know Finkeltooth is looking for the card.
Yeah.
And I just look at him and I say, you know, I still have all your files, the boxes of files from your practice in the garage. And
Don't-
boy, if I were to turn that over to the Veterinary Society of America, they might have some questions about your practice. Nice meeting you, Veronica. And
And
she takes
she
off.
said, "Nice meeting you too." What is she talking about, Micah? What is she talking about? And I don't know what she's. Let's and he's very distracted at this moment. So Finkeltooth, go ahead and roll me, I guess. Legit infiltration.
Did that take a completion thing off because we
It did.
ruined Micah's night?
It did, yeah. This
We ruined Micah's
you're ruining
and
Mike's
Veronica's.
One person at a
one
time.
person at a time.
Yeah.
Two people.
It did. Thank you
See.
for the reminder, Ryan.
I'm trying to do I'm trying to do what? Some like sleight of hand shit here.
Yeah, I'd say
What would that be?
infiltration. You're infiltrating his pocket.
Okay.
All
right.
So roll
Perfect.
infiltration. You will get your +1 because she is helping you. So add that die.
Yeah.
And yeah, how many you rolling?
All right. I do have a 10 in there.
Nice.
So I got to roll 4.
Did you roll any
So
ones?
I did roll a 1.
Okay. That adds
I rolled a
die.
10, I rolled a 5, and another 1.
Oh, that's 2 1s. Okay, you do succeed, but you rolled 2 1s, so the danger pool is getting large.
All right. So
Gotta find
so
more.
also point of order. Can I know I got that 10, but can I claim a setback or a handicap? Can I do something stupid to take one out of the danger pool?
Only if you tie, technically. I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. Why not? I'm super
Yeah.
lax on the rules tonight, yo. I don't care. Give me a
Yeah,
good
homebrew, baby.
story. Sure. So yeah, you can do so. So you're doing something stupid, which
adds a die to the danger pool.
oh, yeah, I think you
Who
meant
does? I thought
um,
I took it away.
do the other one, which is
You can get
what do I mean?
yourself hurt.
Oh yeah, get yourself hurt.
Oh, great. I'll get myself hurt.
So
That makes sense.
here's what's gonna happen is oh actually, but getting yourself hurt would make you fail this roll, which I don't think you want to do.
Oh, God, this is hilarious. All right, there's
You
no
want-
winning
basically
here.
your options are: do you want to succeed the roll, or do you want to remove a die from the danger pool?
No, I have to succeed. We have to push forward.
Okay, so then dice stay where they're at. You're
All right.
5 in the danger pool, but you do succeed. You snap quickly a card out of his pocket. That is one more. I guess what we could do is, with your success, take a die out of the danger pool if you didn't want to mark off a completion. It's your choice.
Let's do that.
Okay.
I just feel like it's going to be a
Completion
real problem in the end if we
Sure.
don't start getting rid of this danger pool.
So we have 4 at the moment, and
Okay.
you have the card now. Micah says, Veronica says, I want to know more about these boxes, Micah. And then she turns and she walks away and she says, Elephant, I need a drink. And then he follows her to the bar, and you have completed this round, which means 2 more dice go to the danger pool. And it is now, so you guys have this card, fantastic. Let's check back in with
Dead George
Flicky Flynn and Mr. X. At this point, security guards in the form of Hyena have started coming around the area, and we'll say that there's a few humans security guards with them as well. And the humans say, everyone step back, everyone step back. There's a dead man here. And the hyenas start coming around, and they kind of start coming closer to you because they smell those rats on your body, Andy. What are you doing? What either of you? What are you doing?
Stop right there. I'm a doctor. This man is dead. If those hyenas come anywhere near him, he's gonna be even more dead. There's no chance of him coming back. You've seen ER, right? There's always a chance.
A woman calls from the group. You mean you can bring him back?
I can if I can get past the hyenas patrol area. You just need to let me and dead George Clooney through to be able to get past as the perimeters in which these hyenas patrol to make sure nobody gets past.
Okay. All right. Roll me interpersonal.
Oh crap!
I got a little army of dice over here. Sweet lord. Okay,
That's a 2.
I rolled 3 10s.
All right.
Fun.
Okay.
So
That's 3 stamina, Ryan. That's your.
oh my god.
Well,
That's almost.
Well, how?
but here's the
Does
thing.
he still lose stamina if he gets a legend?
The only way to save yourself from getting stamina here is a scar. So
Okay.
Oh.
if you
give him
get
one
a
of those.
scar, then you are free of stamina, and you get
Okay.
to automatic success on this.
Okay. So I guess how do I talk to him while I'm dead?
We'll say everybody's distracted. Like the security guards turn around and are like, "Okay, everyone, just we're figuring this out." And while they're talking to them, you
Yeah.
can whisper.
And no one can see my mouth move because it's actually behind a burlap sack.
Right.
Even though the face of dead George Clooney.
Those are burlap sack rules.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they
I
see
won't
what
argue.
you. Yeah.
I won't argue.
Yeah.
And so I whisper into our communicator. I say, "Oh, come on, Mr. X. Don't you remember? Oh, it's such a bad memory. I don't know why I'm doing this to you, but don't you remember that time you pretended to be a lawyer in a courtroom, and you tried to like make a closing argument, and you totally botched the whole thing." And the person, I don't even know why you were doing it. It was just to prove that you could, I guess, but
Yeah.
you didn't.
Got a
didn't,
chip
and
on my shoulder.
Yeah, that person ended up for life in prison. And all they was doing was, just, the host an eliminate stand. That's all they
So-
was doing.
Yeah, they didn't have the permits. They didn't have them.
So right, go ahead and mark down a scar as I guess like a man's life on your conscience. Innocent man. You automatically succeed on this as you think about that time that you failed. For the record, and I want everybody to remember this, you always subtract your scars from your dice pool. So I think Steven has one,
Yeah.
Jax has one, Ryan
True.
has one now. So make sure you're subtracting one from your dice pools when you do that.
Okay.
I mean, if I did that, then that would take away one of those ones I rolled.
But this is
Right.
this is a success. You get 2 grit for this too, Ryan.
Okay. I have 6 grit.
I know. I think personally, Grant Howitt, love you. This isn't a fun game, but I
Thanks
don't
for
know what
watching.
to do with all this grit. There's a lot of grit here.
It's a great
Anyway.
game.
It's a grit game.
Oh, wait. No, before I roll, I can spend grit in 2 ways. Take a risk, add 3 dice to your pool for this roll as you attempt something
Yes,
effective
that's
but reckless.
true, but we've already gone through the process of giving you a scar, so it's too late. But in the future,
But
yes,
yeah.
you can always add grit. Okay, so you this is an automatic success. So the guards turn and say, "Let the doctor work, everyone. Let everyone step back," and they pull their hyenas back. and you have the hyenas are no longer encroaching upon Flicky Flynn. However, the rats have gotten nervous, Flicky, and they are starting to lose their grit a little bit.
Oh no.
They are about to dash out of here. You can sense it because of your rat senses.
Sure.
What do you do?
I would like to.
Oh, sorry, real quick. Your automatic success is going to mark one off the completion track, Ryan.
Hey.
Yay!
I like that. I would like to. So with the little eye squinting that I'm able to do while still appearing dead, I notice like a tray of cheese, just like hanging next to on a table. And so what I want to do is kind of just like spasm my foot, which of course happens to dead bodies, right? They have the
absolutely,
death
yeah.
rattle.
Sure. Right.
And I want to kick the cheese so that it lands on my body, and I hope that the odor of the cheese comforts the rats.
Okay, I'm going to say this is logistics. You're trying to do a very deft maneuver with your foot.
Yeah.
So roll me logistics. And
Okay. I would like to use grit while I do this.
Okay, and you can also probably add your Rat King thing.
Excellent.
Legend. But minus any
So-
scars. I don't think you have any scars yet, do you?
No scars
All right.
for old Flicky Flynn. Okay, so
Okay. I did get...
rat, logistics, and grit gives me 3, right? 1,
Yes.
2, 9, 6.
I did get a 10, by the way.
Don't.
So that's going to be
Come on.
one stamina unless you spend another grit to not
got a
take
9.
that point. Yeah, shit. So, 2 things. I succeed, which means you fail if someone else
Boo.
wants to help you out there. Also, you take 1 point of stamina unless you spend 1 grit point to, like, shrug it off, basically.
I still have space for another legend and multiple scars.
Hey, Flicky. I lean down and I'm like close and like listening to the whatever. I'm doing doctor
Yeah,
stuff.
you're just, like, face to face.
Yeah.
Through the burlap sack is the only thing
Yeah.
between you.
And I say, Flicky, I know that you might be thinking that you can't knock this cheese down onto your chest in such a way that'll calm these rats down. But remember back when you and I visited SeaWorld in 1998 and there was a tidal wave that was coming in to shore. Nobody talks about when SeaWorld was wiped out by a tidal wave because they just covered it up. But you used your prowess in being able to run around and move quickly to save 6 people. I wasn't one of them. I got swept away, but you saved 6 other people. And they remember you as the Surf King who stopped the tide. The King of the Tide,
King and the
more
Surf
specifically.
Legend of the King of the Tide.
Yeah.
All my legends are being the king of something.
It's great.
And so this is surfing skills that you're giving.
Well, just move like he
Move-
was.
his
He
foot is
quickly
so
helped
good. Yeah,
people
yeah.
move. Yeah.
So you're very swift in dangerous situations, which allows you to re-roll your dice and add your new legend to it as well.
All right, so now I'm rolling with 7d10s,
Yeah.
and we are still the highest is a 9.
Oh,
Shit,
no.
yeah. It's hard. Hey, real quick, D. Yeager, thanks so much for the subscription.
Yay!
Okay, so you still fail. No worries. Oh, hey, Kilo Miner, thanks for the subscription. Thank you, appreciate it. Okay, so let me think real quick. This happens. So you don't. Are you gonna spend a grit to shrug off the damage?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So then you don't take damage, but you still fail the roll. And what happens is you kick the wheel and it kind of moves, and when it smacks on your chest, all the rats go, cheese, and then scatter around on top of you to the cheese and start eating it. And the hyenas go ape. Well, the hyenas go wild.
You just go hyena.
And they start. I can't do hyenas. Like they have that like that howl. That's kind of a laugh.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy. Yo, Kate, thanks so much for the subs. Thank you.
Kate.
And then a security guard named Kate, with a badge that says Kate, turns around and says, "Wow,
Wait, she
these
a hyena?
hyenas." Yeah, she's a hyena.
Kate a hyena?
And she has a security badge.
Yeah.
And she starts freaking out. And then one of the guards says, "Wow, these hyenas are going crazy. Look at all these rats. Sick them. I get them off that dead body." And so the hyenas launch on top of you and start just grabbing rats by the tails and flinging them off. It's a craziness.
Does this ruin some people's nights?
Yeah, you think that it
Probably.
would.
Interestingly,
God, this is embarrassing
esteemed
at a
actor,
gala
George
convention.
Clooney.
A gala convention.
yeah, that's a really good
Yeah.
point. It
It's
does.
George Clooney from Gravity, and they are seeing him getting rats eaten off of him by hyenas.
Wow,
so.
level 3
Yeah.
hype train. You guys, we're killing it tonight. Thank you.
That is
Um,
amazing.
Work chat,
Awesome.
good work chat.
Work chat. I'm stealing that from Ryan now. That's the phrase I'm using too. I just do everything Ryan does when it comes to Twitch.
That's a good idea.
So, anyway, as that chaos is happening, we cut back to God, I forget your guys' names every 5 minutes. Finkeltooth and Dr. Deborah Johnson. You two have got your key card. What are you doing?
Deb, we gotta head for that vault.
Yeah, we do. And behind that vault, you know what there's gonna be? There's gonna be hyenas. And if there's anything I know, it's that the only way to kill a hyena is to get it to laugh itself to death. Have you ever heard a hyena laugh?
I have, and it was a majestic thing.
It is, until it starts choking on its own laughter and keels over, but that in itself in this particular situation would also be majestic. But you don't know which kind of hyena you're getting. There's two kinds. One that responds to awkward humor and one that responds to observational humor. So you just gotta kind of get it right depending on the hyena.
That sounds very analytical for comedy, but I'm in.
Yeah, you just gotta know what makes them laugh. But once you get them going, they die quick.
So as you're having this conversation, you approach the door that you saw Henry Nantucket walk through.
All right, Fink. Why don't you take out that card and swipe it?
Stand back just in case there are any adverse reactions. Sweet.
And you hear a beep, and it opens.
All right, it seems to be pretty boring and safe. Let's proceed.
As you two walk back there, you see sliding up next to you is Vinny Minivanetti, and he says, "Nice work, nice work."
Ah,
Oh, God, where the
Vinny.
hell have you been, Vinny?
where'd you
All
come
right,
from?
I'm here now. I'm gonna tag along. Get in.
There's
Let's go.
steam. There's steam and vape everywhere.
Yeah. And so, so the door closes, and the three of you enter the back area where it's like guys. I'm not gonna describe it. We all know what the back of a casino looks like. So it's that.
Every
And-
single
Obviously.
one of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the money's
So
kept.
good.
We've all been there.
So
Yeah.
you basically see
I had a
that.
nickel.
It's just that. And nobody's in sight at the moment, but you do see like these. I'm going completely based off of the movie Rush Hour 2 at the moment, but you see there is like glass rooms where people are counting money. By say people, I mean orangutans. And there are, and then there's like, just it's a maze of hallways, but there's orangutans counting money. No sign of Henry Nantucket, none of that. And Vinny says,
Man, this place is a goddamn Disney movie.
Henry Nantucket. You know, he was a friend of Walt's back in the day. Maybe that's the reason.
Walt Nantucket?
Yep.
Yes, Walt Nantucket, founder of Nantucket World and Nantucket Animation.
That's right. Gotta
You know,
love
I
those
heard-
Nantucket movies.
I heard a rumor that Walt Nantucket, his head is cryogenically frozen underneath Nantucket Arena's castle.
You want to know what I heard?
Yeah.
His whole his feet are there too.
Well, I mean, if you're going to be
Feet, really?
revived later
wanna
on,
Walt
why
had a
not?
whole
Preserve
fetish.
those.
It was a thing.
You think they just use his whole body in that scenario?
A point.
And he
It's interesting that
specifically, I heard he
didn't care about the stuff in
specifically
between.
wanted his head and his feet. Yeah,
So
Well,
basically, he's gonna be like a cryo-human sandwich later.
yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be like an Oomba or whatever, a Goomba from Mario.
And it's at
It's
this
gonna be a head
moment
and
that the
feet.
three
Just
of
a
you
head
are
and some
talking
feet.
that you don't notice, but you see an orangutan is just standing next to you, looking down at you. It's like haunting, and it looks at you, and then it reaches out and grabs you by the scruff of the neck. Fink, what do you do?
Well, this reminds me of being in those situations with Dr. Deborah Johnson trying to sneak our way into the movie theaters, and you know that is legendary for me.
Okay, are you? Okay, what do you do?
we were told to meet old Henry Nantucket. Show us the way, please.
Okay, so the orangutan holds you up. You're like 3 feet off the ground at this point. Go
Yep.
ahead and make me an interpersonal check for this lie.
Perfect. Oh, I hate my life. Well, okay, so I rolled a 1, a 4, and a 10.
Okay, my highest this time was a 6. So
Good.
a 1 adds 1 to the die pool, the danger pool,
Sure
but
does.
the 10 is a success. So do you want to mark off the completion track or remove a die from the danger pool?
Mark off the completion track.
Cool. Because this orangutan looks at you and then sets you back down and starts kind of, monkeying along down the corridor as if you should follow it to Henry Nantucket.
How many completion tracks do we have left?
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And are those only on ruining the party? They're not on the getting the stash? Or are they on
No, it's the
both?
whole event, right?
It's
It's all
both.
casino-related things.
Great.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
So this works for that too. Yeah.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's all one
Alright.
big completion track.
It's just gonna be really dangerous later.
So you two start walking down these hallways, these corridors and whatnot, and the orangutan points at a door and then turns to you like as if that's where Henry Nantucket is, and then turns around and knocks on the door. And then he turns to the two of you and says, "I don't mean to be that guy, but do we have a plan if Henry sees us? Like, what are we doing? We're not supposed to be caught by Henry."
Well, fortunately, if I end up in serious trouble, I can always reach for my. Now, where did I put that? I don't have equipment yet.
Yeah.
Mr. X comes in on the thing.
Oh, hey, Finkletooth, I just wanted to remind you, do you have that flashbang grenade? The one that permanently, not permanently blinds people, that'd be cruel, but just blinds them for a decent amount of time.
That's what I was looking for. I thought it was my flash bang. Mind. All right, yeah, grenade. Yep. Yeah, that's right. I got that. Right
and
here.
The orangutan opens the door after you hear a "come in," and the door opens, and there, sitting at a desk in the back, is Henry Nantucket, and looks out to you three, and says, "What the hell, Vinny?
It's
Minnie Vanetti, is that you? Dr. Deborah Johnson.
Thank you for saying doctor.
Of course, you've earned it. I'm not a monster. And who are you? I don't recognize this one. Orangutan number 4. Why did you let them back here?" And orangutan starts kind of signing to him, and then he says, "I didn't give them the okay." What do you guys do? Or rather, I guess.
now, and I pull the pin and I throw it in front, just
Okay.
slightly in front of me. Close your eyes.
Great. Roll me. This is equipment for sure. We'll call it a wet work. So
Yep.
a wet work plus equipment,
Okay.
minus your scars.
Right.
And yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And if you want to spend a point of grit, you can add 3 dice.
Yep, I'm gonna expend grit. Damn it! No, I shouldn't have. Okay, I rolled a 1, an 8, and a 7.
Okay, I got an 8 as well, so we tie. So you have a choice to make, my friend.
Uh-huh.
You can do something stupid. Get yourself hurt.
I'm gonna get myself hurt
And you
here.
rolled a 1, so that adds 1 to the die pool, danger pool. You're gonna get yourself hurt, which means I succeed, and then the die gets removed from the danger pool. Great. But you are getting hurt right now, so you chuck this flashbang into the room, and goes off. Luckily, the other 2 of your team members were ready for it, but you do lose 1 stamina.
You yelled, "Close your eyes," and then you didn't close your eyes.
Yeah, you're just like,
exactly.
close your eyes.
That's exactly right.
Ah!
Oh yeah!
And so, the orangutan, you feel it kind of tackle you and like shove you to the ground. Think. Vinny turns to you, Deborah, and says, Deb, we gotta get out of here. We gotta find the vault. Come on.
I said, but what about Fink? We can't leave him. And Deb takes out her peanut butter and her celery, and she dips a big glob of it on there, and she looks at the orangutan and she says, "Hey, Orange, how about a snack break?" And she like waves it around to try to get it off of Fink.
Okay. Yeah, make a roll for this.
Oh my God.
Add your equipment. This is I'll say
And
interpersonal, and you get your
2.
die because you are doing
So
animal
4?
stuff. 4.
And
all
equipment.
right, let's see.
And you got equipment too, right?
Yeah, 2 + 1 + 1, right?
And then minus any scars.
Oh shoot, so 3. I only get to roll 3.
But
That's
you
a
can,
grit.
do you have a spin? You have a grit point?
I have 4 grit point. I should probably use, but I only have 1 stamina. Should I re-up some stamina? Is it now the time to do that?
Whenever you want, really. Yeah, you could spend 2 grit right now to remove a
Okay, I'm
stamina
gonna
and
do-
to give yourself.
I'm gonna add 1 stamina back. It's 1 for 1, right? And then
yeah,
I'm gonna use a grit to add 3 more dice.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go to 6.
sure.
Here we go. I got a 10 and a bunch of 7s and a 5 and a 3.
Nice.
Nice.
I got a
Yes.
9
Nice.
high, so you beat me.
Awesome.
You succeed. Is this a mark off the completion track, or are you getting rid of a danger die?
Wait, I can either mark off something on the completion or save Fink from the orangutan?
No, you can still do that.
Oh, okay.
Saving Fink, I guess we'll consider
Oh.
this.
That just is
removing-
what I get. Let's do a completion and not get rid of one of your die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Works for me. So, Vinny starts to run. You stop and you take this peanut butter stick, and the orangutan looks up and goes, and then comes over and just,
Because it's delicious.
and eats one of the celery sticks. And you grab Fink and start running out of there. Henry, however, the flashbang hurt him, but because this is the end of this round and I need to add danger, you hear a beep beep, and then as the entire room, the orangutan has taken his celery and left. The Henry is
As they do.
Henry's behind the desk, and he hits a button, and then the whole
Oh,
room
no.
turns into lasers, like little, like, very spy movie-esque lasers. And currently none of them are touching you. You guys are both on the ground. But Henry says, I may not be able to see you, you sons of bitches, but good luck getting out of this one. And then he turns around and walks into the wall, and then he puts a hand up and and you hear a and like a hidden panel, and he walks through it and then closes, and you guys are trapped in this room full of lasers.
Can we see the lasers? We can see all the
yes,
red
you
lines?
can see the lasers,
Okay, cool.
yes. For now, though, we're going to cut back over to our other 2, Mr. X and Flicky Flynn. I don't want to forget
My
these.
name.
Flicky and Finkeltooth are just too similar for me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
If memory serves, I am currently on the floor pretending to be dead while a bunch of hyenas dressed as security guards trying to eat the rats that are inside of my clothes.
That's correct. An average
Yes,
Friday
yeah.
night.
Is that the
Yeah,
situation?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is all bank heists, all casino heists. This
It's
is
just not.
Right.
very
This is my
typical.
usual
It's so
casino
tropic.
experience.
It's just really,
Yeah, this is how it works.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to stand up, and be like, "Hey, it's me, George Clooney. Listen, I was just pretending to be dead because I'm an actor and I like to act. But look at how poorly trained these hyena security guards are. Isn't it just terrible? You shouldn't trust this casino."
Okay. Go ahead and roll. This is just nothing but interpersonal for you guys. Because it's nothing but lies. So roll me interpersonal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
I'm using my disguise sack,
yeah.
you use what?
my burlap sack.
Yes, right. And I would say that's probably
that's
it.
4.
Minus your scars.
No scars still.
Oh.
The danger pool's pretty high right now, isn't it?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dice in the danger pool.
Yes. So I'm gonna use a grit here to add 3 more, so I can roll 7.
Yeah, because there's a real chance I roll some 10s here.
Yikes. 7. Here we go. Ooh, I got a 10.
Nice. I got 2 10s
Okay.
and a 1 or 2 1s. Not that the 1s matter, I think.
Do those get removed?
I don't think my 1s matter.
They should matter.
Justin, they should get removed from the danger
They should
pool.
matter a lot.
I think it's only when you guys roll a 10 do they remove from the danger pool.
I rolled a
Sorry,
10.
when you roll a 1, they get added. When I roll a 1, no, they're not gonna get removed. That's no.
Oh,
There's no rule that says
boo.
that I've seen. And if I haven't seen it, I'm sorry, Grant.
It must not exist.
So 2
that's,
10s
you
beats
know-
my 1 10, or are we tied?
So technically we're tied, and you do take 2 damage. 2 points of stamina
Ouch.
loss there.
Okay.
Is there anything that like we could do on a
I-
tie like that when it's 10 to 10?
I still don't have a
Um,
scar.
Good question. Let's see.
I guess that
Yeah,
would get.
the scar would make it an auto success. Yeah. Or you could
Okay.
do something stupid to make my 10 a 1, but then it adds a die to the danger pool.
And you
I'm
you
gonna-
have another 10 though, right?
Yeah,
So you have
but
multiple
for the
10s.
sake of it, we'll just say it would
Okay.
make it because you basically either succeed at a cost, fail, but with a bonus, or just walk away with nothing on a tie.
I'd rather not add anything to the danger pool, so if someone wants to give me a scar, I'm ready.
Hey, George. I know.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're keeping it on. Yep. George, I know that back in the day you thought that you were invincible, but we all have to remember that one time that you took on that movie that didn't turn out too great for you. The one where you decided that you were gonna play an anthropomorphic duck who could tell time, but it wasn't Howard the Duck. It wasn't even that good. It was so bad. It nearly derailed your career. Luckily, by the skin of your teeth, they only released it that was something that was compatible with Winamp. Do you remember Winamp? It was
Oh,
an
yeah.
MP3 player. Yeah, so it's just the audio of the movie, so nobody really listened to it because nobody understood it. But that lives inside of you as the worst decision you've ever made as a fake actor. Because that was Flicky who took that movie, not George.
That's
So,
right.
but now it's George
I was gonna
the whole
say,
time,
yeah,
yeah.
I was-
Point of order.
Okay.
Right.
Sure. So this is a
So my
for
scar is
you.
terrible Winamp movie.
The first podcast. It was just a movie.
Go ahead, and this is an auto success. You
So
have
do
a
I still
scar.
lose the stamina, or it's okay?
With a scar, you lose no stamina this turn, no matter what.
All right.
So
But I get some grit back.
you do get 2 points of grit.
Yes.
So, the hyenas, so you power through and basically start. You do the best acting that you've ever done, Flicky, and everyone says, "Oh my gosh, this was all just part of some theatrical performance," and then everybody starts clapping for you, and the hyenas like carry the rats away back to the kitchen, and yeah, everybody disperses.
I say thank you, and be sure to tip your servers, but on the Yelp review, tell them you had a terrible time at the zoo casino.
Okay, sure. Mr. X, what are you doing
That's
here?
just a grace note. You don't have to do
is that a
anything with
completion?
That is
Do
a
we mark that?
completion. Thank you.
Nice.
And then, Mr. X, you've successfully squanched this part of the night. However, you do see a large group of people gathering over to a stage where now the convention part of the gala is happening, and
Yeah.
you see Dr. Micah Johnson is sitting on a stage taking questions from the audience about animal practice in a casino and how all these animals are trained. And he's on the stage. Next to him is a woman that we as an audience know is Veronica, the zookeeper. And they're fielding questions together, but they don't look very happy. She doesn't look very happy with him at the moment. But they're taking questions. People are loving it. A person walks away saying, one person goes up and says, Susan, you just missed the best performance from George Clooney. And then this Susan says, that's nothing. This doctor over here is giving the best answers I've ever heard from a convention. This is the best night I've ever had.
Oh no.
Okay, so Mr. X is going to he's gonna walk over to the bar and he's gonna grab a bottle of vodka and a rag. And he's
Molotov
hey,
cocktail
this is
time,
adult
baby.
themed. Hey, because I want to remind you that Mr. X is wearing a belt that is shaped like a dragon that is also a lighter.
Before you, so that's good. But in order to grab that bottle of alcohol, there's an elephant there who's like literally the size of the bar and blocking the liquor shelf. So you're gonna have to find a way to grab it around the elephant.
Can I use wet work to try to forcibly move the elephant?
Yeah. Yes, you can. Go ahead and roll wet work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a 3, but I have a scar, so that'd be a 2. So I'm gonna use. How many points of grit can I use? Just one per
Just
turn?
one at a time, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna use a
mean-
point of grit
For one purpose, I suppose, yeah.
to get 3 more, so that'll be 5 total.
Okay. Wow. I got a 9 high.
I got a 10 high, baby!
Hey!
Yeah.
Did you get any ones?
I did, yes. I got 1.
All right, that adds another die to the danger pool.
Damn it.
Okay, and then, but you did succeed. So, and I didn't get any 10s, so you don't take any damage from this. You start to push this elephant, who's wearing a name tag, and it says Charles. And you, he's like, his back is facing you as he's tending to some people on the other side of this large kind of like half circle bar. And you just kind of like hop the bar and you're kind of stuck between, and you start just like shimmying your way between the elephant and the liquor shelf, and you take some liquor, you grab it and then kind of squeeze your way back. That is what, a completion track, or do you want to remove a danger die?
Oh, completion track.
Yeah, makes
'Cause-
sense.
Yeah, because once we get the completion track done.
It's true.
We are playing with fire, though.
We got about
Yeah, we got
5
Mhm.
completion marks still need to be filled.
And 22 danger die.
Yeah, you're up to
Oh my God.
3, 4, 5, 6. You're up to 10 danger dice.
Jeez.
That's why me rolling a 1 doesn't remove danger dice, because you guys actively have to remove danger dice on your own from
And I
successful action.
I have no legends or equipment or
Oh,
I
man,
have
we
the
got
one
him.
specialty.
Yeah, you've just been rolling too
Okay,
well.
we got him.
That grit is
Yeah.
too good.
Oh, I was just saying, filling in the other players of like what hasn't
Sure.
been dealt
Yeah.
out yet, as we try to.
Okay,
bump up
so
our
you
dice.
squeeze your way back behind Charles and hop over the bar, and you have this bottle, and as you walk towards the convention side of things, we're going to cut back over to Finkletooth and Dr. Deborah Johnson as they are lying on the floor with these lasers around them, and... what do you two
Vinny's
do?
there too.
Vinny actually ran off. He took
Oh,
off
Vinny
without
ran
you
off.
guys.
You're right,
Yeah.
Vinny ran off.
Fucking
Yeah,
The
Vinny.
long game.
He's got a long game.
Oh, Fink, how are we gonna get out of this one? I haven't felt this trapped since since you took me to Titanic in 7th grade, and we snuck into it, and we didn't realize the movie was that long or that
It's
contrived.
so long, yeah. I kind of like the soundtrack though.
Yeah, I mean that Celine Dion song at the end, it gets me every time, but there was room on the raft.
It sounds like you guys are gonna have to maneuver your way through the lasers unless you have another solution.
We either wiggle our bodies to get through these lasers, and I will admit my wrists are tiny, or we have to find something reflective, I suppose, that can send the beams of these lasers in other directions and somehow not set them off. I don't know how lasers work.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start trying to shimmy. Let's see.
Do you know
how
any
this
good-
goes.
Let's have a good shimmy song. What's that Hoobastank you were singing?
No, that's the wrong energy entirely.
And so,
Give me another tune with that beautiful voice of yours.
and you should make one up for copyright purposes.
Absolutely.
Here's this classic from the public domain.
Man, so Justin, what would I roll
To
to
shimmy?
try to shimmy?
Shimmy.
Logistics, I would think.
Logistics.
It's kind of
I'm
moving.
high in
Okay.
logistics. I
Yeah.
feel good
Okay.
about that.
So
All right.
go ahead and roll me logistics, or rather, if you wanted to try and shimmy together as like one unit, I would allow Jax to roll logistics for the both of you, and then you roll something, depending on how that works. So
All right. Well, then here's what I vote. You lead us through with those tiny wrists, and I'll just do exactly what you do.
All right. So that would be 3 plus me, and I'm going to smear some peanut butter to lube up the way. So I'm going to add the peanut butter, which is 4,
man.
but I have a scar, which takes it back down to 3.
Uh-huh.
So would your numbers be better?
No.
No. Then I figure there's no time like the present to use a little grit, so I'm going to bring us up to 6.
Sure.
I'm going to roll 6. Here we go. I got a 9.
Okay, I got a 10.
Oh!
Um,
Of course he did. He's got thousands of
I
dice.
got 10 dice. I got a 10. So you fail unless somebody wants to give you. What are you still missing over there?
I
Jax?
need some legends because I feel like
Yeah.
Deborah Johnson has some legendary.
Yes,
stories.
absolutely.
As you're shimmying together, you kind of it was a
My
10
wrist!
for the record, so you do take a point of stamina, lose a point of stamina, and in that moment, take it away.
Deborah, you're not thinking straight. The smell of that peanut butter really took me back to 7th grade. Remember that one time that we had to sneak out of your aunt's house so that we could go and see Mary Poppins Returns? I'm
You guys
really
just
bad at
spent the entire
timelines,
7th
Deborah.
grade at the
No
movie
idea.
And they were also held back several years.
Yeah.
Yeah, they saw Titanic
failed.
as
This
movies,
last
but
year
then
they
also
graduated
saw
from
Mary
7th
Poppins
grade.
Returns.
And it was
Yeah.
all in 7th grade.
In fact, I think because we never graduated, we're still right now technically in 7th grade.
Oh, absolutely. I have never had the chance to complete the GED. So I am thinking that we should go bending all over this place just like that legendary trapeze artist act that you came up with, swinging onto the branches outside of your aunt's house, wiggling all around those trees, sliding down that bark, and then catching me at the bottom.
Oh, God. I remember it like it was yesterday. And so Deborah is so incredibly inspired that she rolls again, and she's got a 10.
That's the legend of
There
the
you go.
trapeze
Nice.
trees.
Legend of the trapeze
That
tree.
will do it. So you, with as he's saying, like, shimmy down the corridor and dance on to the branch, or whatever it was you were saying.
She sounded
I
just
said all
like
those
that.
things.
You're
I said all
you're
of
kind
it.
of
You
like
got it
moving,
verbatim.
moving, and like there's
Like
a
peanut butter.
doing that like snake thing, like inchworm thing along the ground at one point.
Yes.
You do like a backflip off of a wall, and then you eventually get to the desk where where Henry was, and
I land on it like a cat.
sure, and then beep, and then the lasers shut off. And you are out of the lasers at this point. So what do you want to do? Are you trying to follow Henry through that door, or are you trying to go find the vault? What are you guys doing?
We want Nantucket's wealth. Do you think those are those piles of money that the orangutans are counting? Is that the wealth?
No, you don't think so. According to what Vinny told you, there's a specific vault you have to get in that's guarded by hyenas that you there's something inside of there that you need to get.
And we can assume at this point that all of the hyenas have returned to their post because George Clooney's fine.
Sure. Well, and you've also probably assumed there are multiple different hyenas posted at different places, and like
No,
the ones
I
at the
did not
vault
assume
probably
that at
didn't
all.
even know George Clooney was here.
All right, Deborah. Man, you are still as flexible as you were when you were 13. Now let's
Pshaw.
find that vault.
And so I try to do exactly because I paid attention, and I try to press exactly at the same place that Henry Nantucket pressed
Sure.
to see if it will open.
You try. Your wrists are all over the place. You're not sure. This seems like it might be more of a job for Finkletooth, specifically because Steven hasn't gone yet.
Wait,
Oh,
I
right.
think you've got a little too much peanut
Yes.
butter on those hands.
You're right. They're so greasy and oily right now.
My favorite words. I'm coming for you, baby.
So what does Finkletooth do to try and find this maneuver or this?
He's using logistics again. He's just gonna think real hard and focus and try to stay away from all of Deborah's smeary prints and
Okay,
find the right button.
go for it. Roll me.
All right. Yup.
Nice.
Boop. Haha, 10 and 9.
Okay, I rolled. Oh God, I rolled 3 10s.
God damn
No.
it.
How many scars do you have?
At this point, he only has one scar. He has
Okay.
the Blue the Fart at dinner
So,
scar.
the way to get out of this with 3 10s, the only way to like really get yourself not knock yourself out is to have another scar at this moment.
So I come over the communicator and I kind of start to say, Finkletooth, I hope you all are doing okay. I just
No,
had this.
Flicky, we could do a lot better.
Oh no! You know, that reminds me of this one time we
yeah.
was all trying to watch the solar eclipse, and
I
we all
remember
had our
that.
special sunglasses. But you, of course, didn't shell out for one, so you spent your time staring at the sun.
Eyes wide open, baby!
It wasn't your best choice, and of course, your retina were permanently scarred.
This is why he could keep his eyes open for a flashbang. So you have scarred retinas,
And
Which-
those literal scars have never healed.
and
That's right. That's right.
you
Go back
think
to being
about
George
this-
Clooney now.
You think about this as you are looking, and you're like, "Damn, these old eyes of mine, these scarred old eyes. I'm gonna find this if it's the last thing I do." And so, instead of feeling around, you just stare at this wall, and you see the slightest handprint on one part, and you just reach out and doop, and then the door slides open.
Good job, Fink.
And then
Thank
you.
I used pain.
So gain 2 grit for that, and you do have a scar now. You have 2 scars, so if you ever come across 3 10s again, you're pretty fucked.
Yep.
Is that a completion track?
That is a completion track. Yep.
Nice. 4 more.
4 more.
Barely gonna make it.
We have one round left. One round left. This is the next round, is what I meant to say there.
Okay.
So this is the beginning of the next round. As we head back over, as you two enter this final chamber, we cut back over to Mr. X and Flicky. Flicky Flick. What's
Flicky George Clooney Flynn.
George Clooney.
So I run over. I see
Dice
Mr.
pool's
X.
at 12 now, by the way. So.
Wonderful.
Nice.
I see Mr. X behind the bar holding the bottle of vodka. And so I run over and I say, "Ooh, that looks fun. What's the plan?"
I'm gonna burn it all down.
Oh, well, that'll certainly ruin people's evenings.
Yeah, it'll ruin their evenings. I'm also hoping that it'll maybe take away some of the casino's wealth, possibly, and be a distraction from security as well. I mean, you throw, fire in a crowded room. It does a lot. All right, so you're down for this. I mean, we never set like boundaries for what we would and wouldn't do to get the job done, right?
Yeah,
So
I'm pretty open.
like, I don't want the animals to get hurt. I don't care less about these
Well,
rich fucks up here. But the
Here's what I'll
animals.
do. I'll create some sort of stampede, so all the animals will rush out of the casino, and then you can fling the Molotov cocktail.
Oh, that's a perfect idea.
Okay.
So, Justin, I would
Yeah.
like to use my Rat King and casino knowledge to command the rats to go to all of the different outposts and start nibbling at the ankles of all of the animal employees to
Okay.
create an animal stampede.
Okay. Fantastic. Roll. Roll those dice.
Cool. So, it's my interpersonal because I'm charming, probably, right? Why not?
Yeah, you're charming
So
the rats.
3, 4, 5. -1, so
Sweet
back to
God.
4. I'm gonna use grit though, so that I can roll 7.
Okay. I rolled 2 10s because the danger pool is at 12.
Yeah, I rolled 1 10 and a 9
Okay.
and an 8 and a 7.
So we'll say two of our 10s cross each other out. The other 10 we're gonna call a failure. So basically, 2 10s cross out. I have 1 10 left. So which means you fail unless somebody helps you out here.
I have 1 slot left for a scar, and then that's it.
Hey,
For a
Flicky.
Okay.
Oh, then you got
You don't have any. You don't have any legends or
Sure.
equipment open.
You don't have any legends
No.
left?
Mm-mm. I'm the
Okay.
king of the rats. I'm the king of the tide, and I have a disguise bag over my head.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
All right. Deborah hears what's been going on the thing, and she says, "Oh, Flicky, this is horrible. This is just like the time when you tried to create that flea circus, and it was a failure. You were trying to organize a
up.
whole bunch of animals to
No, please.
to move in this. You were trying to create beauty out of fleas and their coordinated efforts, but you know what they went and did? They went and unionized and they bankrupted you. and you never quite recovered from that, did you?
No, I didn't. I also learned an excellent lesson about the power of unionized labor. I really did.
Yeah.
It can take a worker far, a flea or a person.
That's right.
So Scar being failed flea circus, I suppose.
Yeah, flea union.
Flea union. And you get an automatic success on this. You do still. Oh no, you don't actually. You don't take any of the damage from the stamina because you
Thank God.
got a scar, and you gain 2 grit. So the rats listen
Wait.
to you and
Yeah.
skitter around, and before you know it, you hear a cacophony of animal sounds. Just like all kinds of stuff, and people are like, the animals are going wild, and they all start rushing around the casino. An elephant runs through the bar, smashes across a casino table, and then smashes through the front glass doors that lead out of the casino. And all the other animals follow it, and you see that the convention floor back here, people are slowly starting to notice because it's kind of like a different section, but they're like, what's that noise? What's happening back there? That we'll say mark off a completion because this is definitely bad for the casino. Yeah.
Question, does that stampede include the security guard hyenas?
The ones that are out here, it does, yeah.
All right.
It's a different access in the back behind ones. So, Mr. X.
Is that a completion point?
That is a
thing?
completion point.
Nice.
So we have 3 left here.
So what I'm gonna do is I have the vodka, and I assume I can grab a rag. It's a bar.
Sure.
Elephant's left.
Yeah.
I go.
Yeah,
so,
you did all that work, and then the elephant just left.
Oh, there's no rags. Shit. But the orangutans that were counting chips and money and stuff. There was like was it like glass or was it like bars? Basically, could I throw a Molotov cocktail in the pit area?
You don't see that area, so that's
Oh, that's behind
closed
a
doors.
sealed door.
You guys are out by the convention, by where like the Micah and them are. You're still out on the floor, just like in a little convention area. But to be clear, the orangutans and all that stuff that's happening behind sealed doors that you don't.
Oh, I thought we had to go to the orangutans to get chips. Like I thought that there was like a counter or something.
Sorry, yes, it is the same orangutan. It's the different orangutans, but
Gotcha.
They all
No problem.
work the money is the idea.
Cool.
So
since
very
it's a
good.
gala, I would assume that there's probably like a lot of long curtains flowing from like the ceiling to the floor. You know the
Definitely.
ones.
I
Yeah.
know, yes, I do.
Speaking of Rush Hour,
They're
yeah,
very
the ones that
flammable.
like
Yeah.
Jackie Chan would slide down in
Yeah.
those movies.
Yeah.
So I light the Molotov cocktail, Mr. X, and says, he says, I'm not, my name's not Philippa Sue, but I hope that you burn. And I want to light the Molotov cocktail and throw it at the curtain thing.
At the curtains. Good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mr. X,
roll
did
me-
you ever get tickets to see Hamilton?
We're gonna
I haven't, no, but it's on Disney Plus, only $5 a month.
Oh,
This
nice.
is-
It's great live, though. It's great live.
I
You
think
gotta
you
see
mean
it.
Nantucket Plus, by the way.
Yeah, Nantucket Plus, yeah.
And this is gonna be wet work. So roll me a wet
So
work.
I have 3, and then I'm going to use a grit. Take that away.
Okay.
But I have a scar, so that's going to put me at 5.
Okay.
Come on. Oh, 2 10s.
Okay. Well, I only have 1 10, so that crosses
Oh,
out 1, and then you
suck it,
succeed.
Justin.
Holy shit.
I mean-
shit.
The casino.
Suck at the casino.
Suck at the casino.
Looks
This
like the
is
house
definitely
didn't
a
win.
completion point. You flames engulf the entire sides. You see Micah stands up and says, "My God, there's a fire here! Everyone, get out! Get out!" And Veronica stands and says, "Please, people, don't cause a panic. Let's just all move out in an orderly fashion." And he just runs through the crowd and he's like, "Me first! Me first! Fire's really bad for my health!" And he runs through the hole that the elephant made, along with most of the other people. And
just a quick note to everybody in the audience, that was lit with my dragon head belt buckle.
Yeah,
That's also a Zippo
yeah.
lighter exclusively from 1986.
and then like
So
the
just so everybody knows.
flames come out of the dragon's mouth. It's like,
Oh, so badass.
And it plays a cool, and it's a cool like guitar little lick that's like, wow.
yeah, that's good. Speaking of which, I'm gonna switch the music here for this epic moment.
Check out the Ghostlight merch site for your own Dragon Belt Buckle Zippo.
Yeah, that's gonna be our first item of merch.
Yeah. Margins are pretty low, so buy a lot of them.
Meanwhile, behind
Yeah.
the secret door, Dr. Deborah Johnson and Finkeltooth walk into a room. You just laughing at the names. They would need to walk into a room. That's really funny, actually. You walk into this room, and there's this big vault door right in the center. You see Henry is standing in front of it, and in front of him are 3 hyenas who just look like they're the biggest, bloodthirstiest hyenas. They're not even wearing badges. They're just like literally just animals. And the sorry, brain fart. Henry stands there and looks at you and says, just thought you could come and steal my fortune, hmm? Well, I'll have you know that's not how this is gonna go down. Then he led you astray, you see. He told you could just get past my hyenas, but one thing you don't know is where there's hyenas, there's also vultures. And 3 swooping vultures fly out from above, and you were not expecting this twist. And then he just says, "Sick them," and they all start rushing at you.
I'll hold them off. Go get backup. Because see, they can't get into this back part area unless one of us
Right.
lets
Did
them.
we leave the special sliding door open? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
You did.
yeah.
So Deborah does like a super, just for no real reason. She could just run, but she does like a super backhand spring, sort of logistically. She like hits it to get out of the room, and she runs to go get Flicky and Mr. X. Or actually, she could, yeah. And I'm also talking to them on the thing, being like, go to the key card entrance place that's in this place. Perfectly accurate description of where it is.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay. For the sake of it, we'll say these two can join you. Why don't? Okay.
Listen, George Clooney can walk wherever he wants in a casino, so.
Well, now that there's fire, actually, we'll say that the doors, the locks on the doors all like turn off.
Fire code.
The fire code,
Yeah.
and then the doors
Yeah,
all
yeah.
open
Yeah.
automatically. So you
If
two
I
can
run
just
into them,
rush
I'm like-
back. You rush past the orangutans in the glass, and they're like shoveling money into bags, and then like throwing them over their shoulders and climbing up an escape hatch. And there's like a bamboo.
That's a way to
tree
get rid of the
that
wealth.
They're like.
I
climbing
love
up.
that the fire code for the casino, instead of to try to like sequester it into one area, they're just like
Everything
open all the
opens
doors,
wide.
just let it take it, take everything.
It's always good to go up in a burning building,
Yeah.
too.
They're animals, though, right? They hired animals. What do they expect?
Oh,
Can't be that smart at planning.
no.
So
Okay, so they've joined us.
So yeah, you two have got there. However, Jax and Steven need a turn before we do another round. So you two technically have something to do. We'll say before they've
Yeah.
joined you, while they're on their way to you, what are the two of you doing with these animals and whatnot?
I'm holding them off. I'm standing my ground and using wet work.
Cool. All right. Roll me wet work. Anything that might help you to fight these animals.
Yeah, and yeah, I think I'm gonna have to use grit here.
Okay, that is. I got 2 10s.
Oh my god, Justin, I just rolled 3 10s and a 4.
What? Holy shit! I thought I was gonna kill you
Couldn't-
just now.
Couldn't have
I
been
know.
better.
It was pretty amazing to watch those just roll out on the screen.
Yeah. That's fantastic. So, okay, you, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, you knock out 2 of my 10s, so you succeed. You, Deborah, you like turn around, like hey, mate, this was my, this is what I'm here for, to like charm these animals and whatnot. And you turn around and you just see Finkletooth like, like a vulture swoops down above, and you're like, oh wait, and then like he just and like catches it as like its mouth is about to go, and then just kind of throws it across the room. You've never seen anything like this. Henry is standing there like, whoa, what? That is definitely a completion track. And finally,
We only have one left.
We only have one
completion
left,
track left.
and
Oh my gosh.
Jax, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Well, I'm so inspired by what I see from Fink. I'm like, I've never interacted with animals in this way before. And the woman who was once the healer becomes the fighter. And so she notices that it's one of those ceilings with those exposed pipes. And so she uses her logistics abilities, and she leaps up to the pipes, and she sticks her hand in the jar of peanut butter. And she evokes her trapeze trees legend, and she swings on it and punches it with a jar, tries to punch at any of the animals, really,
Using
with the
peanut butter as a weapon. I love it.
as a weapon, on the edge of her fist,
Okay.
And so, even with that, I only get 4 because of my scar, so it's not. I don't have high hopes.
Okay.
For this.
You have 4 dice.
Okay. Just gonna give it a shot and see what the hell happens.
Sure.
Oh, high at 8. It's not gonna go well against the
How many
danger
10s
pool.
did you get,
Did you
Justin?
get any 1s?
Did I get a 1?
Here's the
Yeah, I
thing.
got a 1.
You did get a 1? Okay, so I'm gonna add
I
that
get
after
1.
this roll. Surprisingly, I did not get a 10, but I did get a 9.
Okay.
So
Do you have room for a scar?
I have room for a legend and a scar.
Deborah.
We're just all gonna attack you with everything.
How about this? How about because are you guys doing a scar?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's gonna be an auto success. So to finish this game, or rather this completion track, I want Ryan, Steven, and Andy to do a one-word story anecdote, giving
God.
Jessica. I've never called you Jessica. Giving Jax a scar.
Okay.
So Ryan starts.
Remember
That
Yes.
1.
time
when
You.
decided
not
2.
pack
your
Suitcase.
with
necessities
Such.
as
feminine
Products.
like
well
You know.
potassium
and
Flintstone.
gummy
vitamins
That.
really
was
Terrible.
You're
you
right. Oh.
yeah oh
No.
you
misthought.
What?
I heard you.
You misthought.
You misthought
The.
proper
supplementation.
Fantastic.
You're right. I did misthink proper supplementation. I was anemic and bitchy all weekend. That was a terrible time. And so she remembers what it felt like to feel anemic without her vitamins and her gummies. And she, and it makes her never want to feel that way again. So she takes a good old lick of the peanut butter, and she does kind of like one of those gymnast things where you go up and over the bar and up and over the bar and up and over the bar, and then it's like a big flip and like a Karate Kid kick at the end, and she takes out a hyena.
Oh man, you don't just take out a hyena. First of all, automatic success. You gain 2 grit if it matters. You gain a
does. I love
scar.
my grit.
Your scar is deficient
Improper
supplements.
supplements.
And as you actually, so as high up as you are, you kick a you kind of like kick a vulture and then ride it down towards the ground, smashing into the rest of the hyenas. All of the animals are down just in time for Mr. X and Flicky Flynn to rush into the room. The fire is coming at you all from behind them, chasing you down. This building's about to burn down. And Henry goes, all right, I've seen enough. You can have all that's in my vault. Please, here, take it. And he opens the hatch, and then and this whole vault opens, and inside you see something. I don't know, what is it? Chat.
Oh
We
my
see
God.
we see a perfect replica of whose door got destroyed at the beginning.
Oh yeah, it was.
I think it was
Finkel's
yours.
too.
Finkel's
Fink's
Finkel's
door.
door.
We see a perfect replica of Fink's favorite door.
You also see
That is amazing.
Flicky Flynn's dead wife, who is no longer dead and is actually sitting there, just like she's playing chess by herself and eating a sandwich. And she looks up, Flick, and then you also see golden Birkenstocks that have
Oh my God.
that have anime inscriptions on them.
Oh my God! Is it the proof that the person that I accidentally sent to jail forever actually did it? Or what was the little misdemeanor thing they did? I can't even remember now.
It was the lemonade stand.
Yeah, the lemonade. Is it the permit for the lemonade stand that man went to jail for unjustly? He had
right.
it the whole time.
And you also find a mountain of cocaine. And in that moment, the flames fly into the room. The animals, all defeated, rush off so that they don't die through a hole in the wall that is created as the minivan rushes.
There we go.
Smashes
Yeah.
through the door and skirts to the side, and Vinny Minivanetti rolls down the window and says, "Get in." And the door slides open. And
You had all this time to think of that line, Vinny? This is your long game?
Yeah.
You couldn't just get in?
I
Yeah,
was
it's
a little
fine, it's
distracted.
fine.
I told you.
No, I
that-
get it, I
said,
get it, I
"Screw
get
the
it."
long game. I'm coming to help you.
No, it's cool. It's cool. The Kool-Aid Man thing, you know.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
great.
Get in. It's cool. It's never
Yeah.
not been cool. It's a cool line.
Oh yeah. See that would.
Yeah, it was
All
almost
right,
like-
and then I get it.
Yeah, it was like funny and how underwhelming it was.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, speaking of that,
Hey.
did those hyenas laugh at your at your observational humor or no?
No,
we
no,
just
beat 'em
actually.
up.
Oh,
We just observed how well we beat the shit out of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
They,
speaking,
yeah.
That's a
Speaking
good
of which,
backup plan. Oh, fire!
I
Fire!
didn't
let's
even
go.
get to use. I didn't even get to use my best joke.
Oh, do you want to?
What did the elephant say to the naked man?
What?
What did he say?
How do you breathe through something so small?
Oh.
Hey.
And you hear the hyenas laugh as they run off. And Henry, your Flick's now alive wife, helps
Whose name
you
is
all-
Fanny.
Whose name is Fanny.
Oh, Fanny
Flynn.
and Flick Flynn.
You
No.
all rush into the van. Do you take Henry with you? What happens to Henry?
I kick him in the fire.
Yeah.
You kick Henry into the fire. He's like,
Old.
well, this is a good time to, and then flames go up, and Vinny says, now that is worthy of Philippa Sue. And then you all get into the van.
Wait, were you there when I made the initial Philippa Sue? Did you hear that, Vinny, or is that just coincidence that you and I both made Philippa Sue?
No,
Fern joke?
Philippa Sue is a national
Are you kidding
treasure.
me,
I don't
Vinny?
know what you're talking
Oh
about.
my, we're connected. We're mind melding. Crazy.
Yeah. All right, let's go. And you all drive off into
God.
the sunrise.
Yeah.
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 That's probably right.
And that, folks, is where we'll leave. Yeah, snorting cocaine and with your golden
playing chess.
Birkenstocks.
What
And your
a last
fully alive
job.
wives. Woo!
But
my
I
God.
imagine that
Hydrated.
Finkeltooth probably had to leave his door behind. That probably just
didn't
was
fit
not
in
smart
the
to come
van.
along.
It's
You
strapped to the
strapped
top.
top.
It didn't.
You-
And Finkeltooth decides he's going to ride on top, but he puts a hand down to Dr. Deborah Johnson. Two can fit.
The Titanic.
She takes his
Yes.
she takes his hand, and in one hand she's holding Fink's hand, and in the other hand she's holding a giant Ziploc bag of cocaine.
And
She
Well,
just
now that you
smiles.
got your wife, Flicky, and they are up there on the roof, I'm definitely the third wheel in this situation. I thought I was earlier, but now it's just even more evident.
and,
And
Vinny-
with that, I
Vinny-
give Mr. X his bag back, and I say, "Here you go, Mr. X. Now you can be whoever you want to be."
Yeah,
Again,
and
yeah, that's
thanks for
probably.
let me borrow that.
Vinny,
You're welcome.
Vinny turns to you, Mr. X, and says, "You know, taking my speaker off here. You know, I always had a thing for potato sacks myself. If you ever want to, maybe get a double-sized sack. Maybe we could both put our heads in that. I don't know. I'm asking you out on a date. I don't know."
Yeah, I mean, you could have just asked me out on a date. You didn't have to do the
Hey,
whole potato
I'm
sack thing. It's not just a
awkward.
potato. It's a very special part of my. Do you see what it does? Do you see what it does? You put it on and it makes you look like George Clooney to everybody. Jesus Christ, Vinny, just tried the van. How does Tuesday sound? How does Tuesday sound? I'm free on Tuesday.
And you all drive off into the sunrise.
Fade
as
out.
The job is over. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching and participating in
incredible.
tonight's stream.
Yeah.
This was
Oh my lord.
quite the job. Wow, what a good time. I want to say thank you to my players, Ryan, Steven, Andy, Jax. You were amazing. I couldn't have done this without you. Literally, this was a dream team for this. Thank you.
That
It was
You
so
mean-
not
you
have been
mean
more
you-
fun. Or
You
more
couldn't have done
ridiculous.
it just doing all the characters
No,
Watch
I mean, you could have, yeah.
It
by
could've.
yourself. I mean, you could have.
Nobody would be watching. I want to thank Graham Ward for helping me with the overlay. The entire Ghostlight team, of course. Special shout out to Grant Howitt. This was such a fun game. Thanks for making fun games. If you guys like this,
yeah.
I highly recommend go finding it online. One Last Job, super cheap, super worth it, and just help this artist. Like, he's a great game designer. Go check out his other games too. And finally, everybody who watched, thanks so much. Thanks to my moderators and
Yeah.
everything. We will probably be doing a raid. Thanks to everybody who subscribed, by the way, too. We will probably be doing a raid after this, so stick around and support that. I think I have the raid here, maybe text-wise. But finally, make sure you check out the future Ghostlight productions, is what they're called, shows. Specifically, the upcoming one on Sunday is the next round of Old School Roundup, DM'd by Graham Ward. I will be playing in that one, actually. Very excited to be doing that. It's going to be the Lost Caverns of Sojkonth, which is like the most obnoxious name, but it's a classic. It's an oldie but a goodie.
It's so classic D&D. So
Thanks,
classic.
Dr.
My water went down the wrong tube.
Oh, the old
Sorry, I
water
had to
tube.
mute.
Oh, I hate
So anyway,
when
that
happens.
is 10 a.m. on a Sunday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, Central Daylight Time, on Sunday. So check that out. And then, of course, we'll be back next Friday with something different. Not sure what it is yet. Find out. Thanks again for watching, and have a good night.
Bye,
See ya.
everybody.
Thanks,
Bye.
everybody. Bye.